I pressed the update button this time around, right? Didn't show that I started with Elder Scrolls Legends like the other. Like when I started Elder Scrolls Legends today, it said I started with Hand of Fate. I hope not. Later, Genesis. What else can this game throw at us? That's a real question. Hey, Nine Blade. It was good to see you. Did it just go? Wait, what's that the sound of the new game? Oh. Weird. Didn't show me selected.
The cards fall again and everything changes.
As long as everything's good, everything's good.
A new story unfolds.
Let's
the
see.
stakes are raised.
What death brings us. Someone has hired a thieves guild to kill you, but they're thieves, right? Apparently also the assassins guild at the same time. Ah well. They've sent their most lethal assassin, a man only known as the Reaper. Drive the Reaper's arrow by raising max life above 120. I think you deal more damage in combat. Come prepared. Well, alright then. It's like, yeah, I start this at almost like exactly 10 p.m. It's pretty late. So stuff that increases our health to 10. Far north though. Uh-oh. Merchant's favor. Say Talos Day. I'll only bring one of these. I'll bring St. Talos Day. Holy things usually increase life. Well, blessings and holy things usually increase max HP. One thing I want to shout if I ride a wheel, I don't think it's gonna increase my max HP. I'll try this. Always the market.
I guess that card is one of your favorites.
Peasant King.
I don't see the appeal.
Let's see. Now, how about we find ourselves filters? Yeah, that's not gonna help on this one, is it? Or is it? Need life. Oh, X life. There you go. So, manning tree sounds like a good idea. And just any gain. Still need to bring the waterfall. But we're not gonna find this on this. Or does it actually fall under food? Might fall under food. There you go. So, we need to find a flask from Ravon. Give that to the old maiden, but the old maiden also gives us max HP, so that's fine. We can probably find enough food like at any given mission. We just need to actually beat this damn market thief. That's the only thing that truly matters. This far north token. That sounds kind of scary. Later a maze. Later clavicus. Oh, please, I played. But no. So far today it's been pretty good. I know Red Rule fails. It has to work out one day, right? I believe. Let's see, we need anti-thief weapons, and this actually has a token for thieves as well, which is cool. It's probably not gonna be a token versus thieves. You're versus... not specifically versus thieves, but your wielding is generally versus thieves. Coward's Bane is specifically versus thieves, but I'd rather try to go for the token, I think. So let's see. If we're trying to dual wield, then we don't want any shields or anything, so we can just bring other type of stuff Kinda wanna see what this is. It's new. It's new. Letting you for some food. Champion's Blade Mill. I wanna find out what it does. Jousting armor specifically for strength. For its token. Mercenary garb is, I believe, extra strong versus thieves. So yeah. So every time they hit us, they stun themselves, which might be useful. Gambler's Hood. Sounds useful. Bullseye. Kinda wanna know what it does. Do we still need to bring ourselves a platinum one? I don't actually think we need a Richer's Companion. Gambler's Jewel sounds like a decent idea. Actually, it's the Light of Truth. Ooh. Killing thieves, gain gold. That sounds pretty decent if there's thieves everywhere. We don't have... Actually, this increases our max health as well. That sounds like a fine thing to bring. But I want to find a food for the gluttony. I should probably just dodge things. Yeah, let's just bring Lionheart. So, yeah, detonator. I know, right? Ooh, 5 max health. That's what we need to bring, so that's okay. We need to bring the blacksmith for you. We need to go up versus corrupt versus you, and for you, we need to go versus Imperials. So, I guess we can just bring some dualies because they're extra good versus thieves. And we'll just bring some extra food for safety's sake. Make sure we don't run out. Let's go.
For many, the cloud of death represents change rather than mortality. For you, we will see.
We need 15 more max health. Something tells me there's a lead because we're gonna lose some max
The
health as
whisper
well.
upon the winds. Dark forces ride forth to stop you.
Marked for death. A filthy street urchin approaches you in a busy town market to ask, "You're the one who found a mage and broke the raid leader of the north, aren't you?" I heard some bad men talking about you. It was a bit of red. And I'll let you in on the secret. He smiles with a few remaining teeth and stretches out her hand. You hand over a scrap of bread, which she quickly shoves into her mouth. Moments later, she gulps and smiles again. Well, browned her. We don't even lose a food? I'll take it. Oh, I heard that someone's offered a lot of gold to have you killed, she remarks while picking her teeth. Now, the whole guild wants in on it. Every thief from here to the Empire's Edge will be after you. They even send for some fancy assassin. The fancy assassin. The one they call the Reaper. Guess he's pretty good at his job, eh? Too bad, buddy. You seem nice, Guild remarks, patting your head. Maybe you will find a way to survive, but I doubt it. The Guild leaves you to ponder your fate alone. Oh, please, Evax. Surprised Reaper with 150, so if we don't have 120, we just lose, and if we get 150, we get the gold token. Instant store, well, probably not gonna be able to afford any of this. Can see what these things do though. Creates an aura that ignores damage from traps for 10 seconds. Not very interesting. After the first roll in the dice gambit, optionally reroll all 2s and 5s. I don't think you really want to reroll 5s, but if you have like a 5 and 2 2s, then I suppose you might as well. At the start of each map, optionally bet 5 gold that you will end the level on full life. Winning draws a gold gain card. Huh. With only 1 defense. Weird thing. Ah well. This would have been nice to have. For extra gold gain, but hey. He's just gonna have to do it. Let's see. Oh god, we're getting something to lose. You guys even were capable of giving me max health. Ooh, but St. Tala's Day though. Let's see what she has for us. On this day of penance and charity, you hear that the priestess will be blessing one of and all for no cost at the Church of Fires. You'll find a flustered priestess at the church, dealing with a huge crowd of peasants and nobles alike. You join the line, elbows are thrown and harsh words are exchanged, but you finally make it to the front. Be blessed for good elbow. What blessings do you require? Quick, I've not got all day. Pick 2. So, we need good health. Wealth would be food, glory would probably be more fame. I think I'll go for good health and luck. So receive plus 15 max health while no platinum cards are equipped. Okay. So for now, that is exactly what we have. How about some luck? Yeah, and I got enough. I've been doing that for a little while. Reduce the speed of a wheel gamut, that is not all that amazing because that's not what we need. I'm pretty good at those. Ah well. Next, the priestess shouts. Baby is thrust in her face and somebody impatiently pulls you from the line. Rude.
For
The
better
wandering
or for
tracker, not a
worse,
new one.
the Northerners understand these lands better than most.
One day you meet a Northerner displaced from her homeland by warfare. She explains she's a tracker for hire, working for those who can pay. He speaks at length about the nearby terrain. A gang of thieves. 5 gold, do you want me to take you directly there? No. She continues to relate stories about her journeys. Terror of the night. Something like that. Alas, I cannot take you there, but I can tell you about my other travels. She continues to relate tales about her journeys. You learn nothing new from her tales. Well, there's a decent amount of info you get from her.
You should be more
But a gang of
careful
thieves.
given the price on your head.
A pair of shady characters emerge from the shadows to block your path. The Empire is offering a pretty price for your head, adventurer. One of the men remarks while casually inspecting his blade. Nothing personal, the other adds as he advances towards you. Exit window. Greed indeed. I'm gonna use these dualies again. Next thing you know it, I'm gonna say stuff like, this guy's toast. It's not that type of game. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Maybe it was just the other dueling that kinda sucked, and that these starting duelies are actually perfectly fine. But let's see, he is coming. Here as the din of fate, battle fades. You spend a little time searching the fallen before leaving discreetly. Equipment, I'll take it. Gambler's Hood or Pillager's Bride? Well, I guess I'll take the Gambler's Hood. See if we can actually get some better dice rolls. But Pillager's Bride did not take damage from traps for a little while. That's not super
For those who wager
And 3 food.
and
Sure.
those who win.
So,
Death
the
comes
tavern
closer
for the night.
and closer. Can you hear it?
With the threat of assassination looming like a dark cloud, they seek solace in a remote inn known as the Flailing Dragon. Few patrons visit this night, and you fall into conversation with the innkeeper. With a few wails, you reveal to him your current predicament. The innkeeper sighs. I'm afraid there's little I can do, other than heal you up whenever you wish. That sounds okay to me, healing me up whenever I wish. So, the innkeeper pauses to send the barmaid for more ale. Do you know anything about the Reaper? I've heard of this assassin. Even kings once feared him, though few could afford his services. If he hunts you, then you are in dire peril indeed. Who now would possess the gold necessary to command him? Unless it is the Emperor himself. Huh? Oh, apparently it's the Emperor. Ask about the innkeeper's past. I was a great magician once, working for the king himself, the man exclaims, gazing into the fireplace wistfully. Of course, that was before the Empire. These days, you can get hung for casting anything more than a simple healing spell, even that in the wrong places. No. I guess we'll just make our move. Oh no. Leave flaming neck blade. Now, you bid the innkeeper good night and rise in the morning, leaving fully refreshed. Well then, what's over here? The
Can
foreign
you
north.
claim this token?
The libraries hold little knowledge of the mysterious north. Past the colossal height of Mount Freitas, there are only theories, ancient creatures haunted weird woods, and rumors of a powerful sword trapped in a frozen lake at the end of the world. Only one who would journey deep into the unknown would be worthy of the blade, it is said. So, there's a rough path that hugs Mount Freitas, curving around it and heading north. Somebody has made an effort to pave it. A hungry, desperate farmer offers passage for bread. She claims that she knows a road ahead. I believe. Let's give you 3 food. That might actually increase our chances. They didn't care, but there's no dex for this. Well, technically there are. It is a quiet journey. You take a carriage as far as it will go. Continue down this path. It will take you north. The farmer tips her hat before departing. Be careful out there. Head into the frozen thickets. A wooden temple, blanketed in snow, breaks through the fog. An old northerner burning pungent grasses in a copper basin lifts his hand in greeting. Pilgrim! The moon path of the wild woods is haunted. Although it is faster, you should take the safer, longer route of the sun path. I'm probably gonna need another, like that. At the very least, there's gonna be another one of these, and I only have so much food, so I guess we'll just press on. You continue your journey.
It is not too late to plan better.
This is the priest had said. A stone etched with a sun, another etched with a moon signal the path splitting into 2. I have to go through the moon because otherwise I won't be making it at all. Or well, maybe we won't make it at all anyway. The road is rougher now, cobblestones giving way to dirt paths framed by banks of snow. You hear a curious weeping from somewhere ahead. Shades. Oh, shades are too bad. I can nail some silly old shades. Team. I just have a homing laser.
We have more important places.
But you instantly interrupt them as soon as you hit it once. So you just need to keep hitting them. You teleport away. You don't do a whole lot of damage though, that's enough. But I need you to stop doing it. It's definitely not great. That the amount of damage we do is very, very, very noticeably terrible. Now I need you to stop. I need to go back on this one. Okay, that's one down. One more to go. What did just happen? Okay, so the game teleported. Interesting. Aha. Wonder what that was all about. But hopefully, it's only like 3 events and then we're there? Because otherwise, we just spend all our food to get nowhere. Further along, you find 2 graves and a weathered stone tablet. Here lies Queen Emmeline and her Isabel. Rest in peace, you murderers. You follow the path for a few more days, until finally, the tree line begins to thin. As the sun rises, you reach the forest behind and step into a vast plain of smooth ice. We can maybe starve for 2 then? Nothing but flat ice stretches on for eternity? Yeah, we took 16 damage. We need to roll a 16 though. Stole the teleport from the Wraith? Maybe I did, Langley. That could actually always make sense even. Oh god, I'm gonna need to reroll the 4 as well. Those both need to be 6s, don't they? Oh my god, there's no way you can do this without any dice blessings. Oh. Blizzard rolls in quickly and mercilessly. With nowhere to hide, you can only huddle in the icy ground until it passes. Ow. Keep on going. Well, once we get to like 30 health, we'll just call it a day. 15? Oh,
back to the bones.
That's
I
slightly
hope
better.
you have learned to be their master.
I believe in rule 5. Oh! Managed to manipulate it. Didn't hit the 6 I wanted, but I'll take the 5.
Challenge.
So, your time in the forest is but a distant memory. The ice wastes snow stretch on in every direction. You carve an arrow in the ice each night so as not to forget where north is. Do we still have to continue going though? Well, after another day's trek through the bitter cold, you get a glimpse of something on the horizon, something colossal. I want to get there. Ow. I wonder why we're only taking 8 damage per food though, instead of 10. Maybe they nerfed it. Well, buffed it. As you draw near, you find yourself at the foot of a titanic fallen statue. The gargantuan, sorrowful face spans 50 paces. The entire thing continues for an age left and right. Oh god damn it. The ancient monument blocks the way north. It would take days to walk around it. A section of the statue's torso has fallen to rubble. You think you could squeeze through a narrow passageway, significantly reducing the length of your journey. Well, can't even try to say no. Ow.
The damage
The statue's
taken from
interior makes for a chilly
starvation is
cathedral-like
more than the
cavern.
healing delivered by eating. As with many things,
Let's go.
we find ourselves sliding further and further into hardship.
Believe in rolling that 5 again. Come on, move a little over to better position. You know what? Need you. Then fall kind of flat. Worked somewhat earlier. But you're not really working with me this time around. Well, I rolled it, so that's all that matters. I'll keep doing that because apparently it works. Oh no! Oh my god, beyond the great monument, something glitters in the distance. Could it be the sea? This must be the final one, right? Otherwise, we'll just retry real quick. And the glittering emerald line grows larger and larger until you arrive at a lake that extends beyond the horizon. A glint by the shore catches your eye. Through the shallow waters, you see a sword half buried in the sand at the bottom of the lake. The jagged blue steel blade looks like it was forged from glacial ice. By the gods, we've done it! The far north! The lake at the end of this underworld. We're actually here! Estrella laughs in disbelief. Here, That must be the Sword of Legend. You kneel on the frosty shoreline, but the weapon is just out of reach. You surge as far as you can. Overbalanced, you slip into the wailing waters. You plunge into the lake. Instead of the sudden shock of cold, the water shimmers warmly around you, and your vision starts to blur. A sense of calm washes over you. You feel like you could just sink into the gentle waters and sleep forever.
I'm
Spider
not
trap?
a vain man.
Is that the one I need
You
to
must
hit?
appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years
I
than
don't
I
think
can
so.
count.
I need to use
I
success
have a
one.
certain pride regarding its twists and
This
turns.
should be a 3-speed, but I got that blessing that makes things slower. There's two, huge successes though. So I should just click now and be right in between the two huge successes.
That should help.
What's the goal? Is this guy the guy on the other side of the table is the dealer. He's basically like all these cards are events from our past, and we're revisiting everything in order to discover our fate. And like all these different cards are like different encounters that we can experience in order to just find loot in order to do the current story chapter. And in this chapter, there's an assassin coming for us, and in order to survive the assassin, you need the amount of max life total at the top right, and all these different events in between will then, give you more stuff. But these individual events also have their own storylines, as this one has, it still has a token.
I turn my mirrors around in my mind, time on time.
These tokens
I know where I
allow you to
failed
unlock
and
more
where
new
you
stuff.
must not.
And this is the first time we've encountered this one, and I'm like, we can get there. But it's like, because it's a brimstone card, which is a kind of rare and meaning extra hard card, we almost lost like all of 120 of our health. And there's a lot of stuff to talk through apparently. But let's see. You burst from the surface with a grasp, the legendary sword gripped tight in your hand. So, that's what we came here for.
As you travel, you will
Frost
find
Fang.
fame and infamy.
That's an old
follow
school
you.
sword.
Not yet, however.
Causes freeze to the closest 3 enemies in an area when activated. Frozen enemies take 250% damage, that's not bad. Lifesteal, defeating an enemy affected by freeze restores 5 health. Don't mind if I do. Insector Strong versus Northerners. Okay. We don't have enough fame yet to equip it, so we'll come across that.
Show your worth.
But we gained 12 fame from actually making our way down there. I'll take it. I guess I'll equip the Gambler's Hood, because we finally have enough fame for that. As you clamber onto the icy shore, you can't help but laugh. You have made it to the far north, the end of the world.
A
And
reward
we get the
well
token.
earned.
Put Frostfang in our equipment pool, so we can draw that normally as well. Let's see. Take a moment to breathe it in. The shimmering green lake and fast frozen wastes behind you, before turning around and heading home. Oh, we made it. That's the important part. We have $10. We can go camp and see if there's somebody nearby to buy food from. A correct excuse for a traveling circus seems to be following you around, despite your assurances that you are not interested. We don't have any food on them, though. Ooh, any equipment? Not stuff that I can buy. But yeah, 1 food. Well, at least we won't starve for another 10 damage. That's the important part. So hopefully we can find some more loot, well, more food and health on our next encounter, because otherwise we might actually just be dying fairly quickly. But you guys gave me 10 max health, so we might be able to stay in here.
I'd hate everything they stood
Oh.
for if it wasn't for their occasional
But we encounter a gang of thieves that are out to kill us. That's not good. That's not good at all. Hopefully these daggers are good enough to take on some silencers at the same time, but those silencers, they're unblockable move. Really get me.
Too long.
like that. And then in between some of those encounters also leads you to combat, like this. You definitely need to be strong enough to survive it, otherwise it's just over. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good, I said. Ah, shit, I got myself killed. Because I was aiming to finish it. Make sure they were out of combat. No, you didn't. I said, oh, I thought you were going for Esmeralda. No, you weren't. Okay, I'm pretty sure I blocked those ones. But no. So, ooh, that's a bit scary. Don't you think? So, just you and me. No, you didn't. Okay. So, we just got ourselves hit a couple of times more. That's not great. I can't equip Frostfang because I needed 18 fame and I currently only have 14. So I need to do some more encounters and get more famous in order to have the weapon actually, like it basically acts as like weapon levels before you can equip it. And it's just another like basically like per story experience I need to gather. Oh, please let me Nightblade. Let's see. You spend a little time searching the fallen body before you leave discreetly. Punishers against thieves drop gold. I wouldn't mind getting some more gold in this. All dice gambits add a bonus too. Yeah, I'm gonna need some resources. But oh, thank God they also have some food on them and some health back.
If they'd
Okay.
known a wizard sitting
We're gonna
alone
be
in a
fine.
tower would go to the trouble of creating a ring solely to cause them pain. I wonder.
You return to Yvonne and Yvette's cottage. Can we find Yvonne or do we find Yvette? That is the question. So, now you guys come in. Aside from giving me just stuff, I need you to help me find the correct card. I mean, I get a quick chance or a Coke. When it comes to fame for equipping stuff though, this game is kinda nice and like automatically asks you if you want to equip an item if you've gotten enough fame to finally equip it. But yeah, I'm kinda down with going for chat suggestion though. I think I went over here as well. Let's go. Nice. 2 and 3 were both correct. So you were surprised by and relieved to see the sisters greet you at the door, both full-grown adults. Vet kind of likes turning upon into a baby because there's a water youth right next to them and all. So, Yvonne greets you with open arms as Yvette sulks in the corner. Thank you for your assistance the other day. As promised, here's the citrine vial. I've already filled it from the waterfall. So, Potion of Youth. At the beginning of each new map, we gain 1 life gain card. So that's not too bad. It can heal us for like 20 apiece. Sometimes 10 though. Yvonne insists you stay for some pie before you go. Fresh from the oven. Oh, I'm down for some 2-sister pie, that's for sure. 7 food, not bad. That's the good stuff. So, we have all the food we need. And the thing, we don't have enough food for you though. So you know what? No, we're just gonna go ahead and ignore this one real quick because we need 27 food before we can actually do that one. But any given mission can lead
Storm and troubles in the north.
to us having enough food for that, but not in this one apparently, because we already found it. So, you enter a tavern as a storm lights up in the night. Oh, no. Lights up the night. Guy. The bar is packed with fellow travelers seeking respite from the weather. As you make yourself comfortable in a relatively dry corner, band of Northern raiders kicks in the door. Prepare your souls for cleansing, godless heathens. You ready your weapon? Well, that is kind of rude, if I don't say so myself. Frostfang would have been real nice versus these. So, no you don't. Let's see. Can't block them well enough to counterattack them. Thought I was rolling in time, but I rolled too early. That's not good. Where's that trapper at? There you are. Sir, don't you dare. No, oh, again, but at least nobody's close by to decide to kill me. But that's nice. Some of these. That's more like it. Ah, I thought I was gonna kill you before you actually got me. Ah well, I'll take it. No flaming nameplate. I actually have blessings for once. I'll take it. So, we have enough fame for Frostfang. I guess we'll equip that for now. The Northerners retreat into the store. The innkeeper serves a round of drinks in your honor. Here, an old soldier left this with me before renouncing his adventuring for good. I want you to have it. Well, another 15 max health is pretty good because that's exactly what we need for this quest. But yeah, no, we still can't do this. I know, that's the same thing. Tornado simulator. That's dual wielding daggers for you. But let's see, anything cool? For this bullseye dude, the width of their beam of light is increased during precision gambits. That is not necessarily a buff, because that means you also have a larger chance to find huge failure. And just straight up high defense. Okay, that's not very interesting. Armor gluttony though, that could have been nice. We're gaining food every time we gain food or gold. Like just a bonus one. And this would be okay, but technically we lose 20 max HP if we have this because of the busing we have currently. Ah well. Are you sure about that flaming? Like, that, don't you guys think he's actually sleeping like every day and then he suddenly shows up again? Probably buy a little bit of food though. Probably should. Oh no, if there's gonna be another shop on the next floor. Let's just be on our way.
I'm hoping
tavern
this
for the
process will
Return
teach
to the
you
flailing
something.
dragon.
Something about how the game is crafted and how the rules abide. Perhaps something about sleeping gently while deadly assassins are on your tail too.
Now, then take a chair by the fire. The crowd seems unsettled, speaking with hushed voices and darting glances around the room. Some rumor. I hear the Reaper has been seen, Will Nat exclaims, drawing the attention of the other patrons. His arrow is deadly, never misses and pierces armor and shields, so it's they say. More rumors? I pity the one the Reaper stalks now. Their days are numbered. But now, the Reaper is cursed by the gods to harvest souls for all eternity, a bald man declares ominously. That's all the rumors I have, huh? We are to buy. True, Flamin'. You bid the innkeeper good night. In the morning, he casts a healing spell upon you as you leave. The Emperor may have banned magic, but even he can put an end to kindness. I kind of have a feeling like that guy is actually the Reaper. Potion of youth. We have all our health back already anyway. Let's see if we can find the old maiden. A
Man-eating
man-eating
plants.
tree, though.
I
That
can't
can give
say
us
I
some
blame
extra
them.
max HP as well. I've not skipped a single one to buy him. Though, this is like the 7th stream of this already, though. So, you know, we played this for quite a bit. Now, high on a misty mountaintop, you discover a vicious-looking plant. Its gaping mouth looks more than capable of shredding you to pieces, but at its base, you notice some unusual fruit. If you throw something, you may be able to distract the savage mouth, thus allowing you to steal some fruit. We'll throw a piece of equipment. Inspect your supplies for something suitable. We'll throw the cutthroat blades because we have frostbite now. That sounds okay. So, throw your equipment at the plant? Yes. You launch your cutthroat's blades at the creature. With a snap of its jaw, the item disappears. You pluck one of the fruits while it's distracted. The fruit is especially delicious, leaving you feeling refreshed and vigorous. Another 10 max health? Don't mind if another 10 max health? Don't mind if I do. That's a lot of max health. The creature curls up to protect the remaining fruit as you leave the area. The far north again. I'm not going into the far north again. I already got the token just now. Why would the far north be there again? Yeah. Oh, it's just showing us the far north. Why would it be
In my
there
time,
again, though?
everything
Again,
was
the,
in its
the
place.
wandering tracker as well.
The
Why are they-
supposed empire holds
that's
its
weird.
borders like a drunkard
She's a tracker
holds
for
a
hire.
thoroughbred.
So she tells about where some other things are going on. Ooh, the market thief. We built that 18 times. We don't even have gold to pay you there, but at least she gives us more mapping. Carriage of the Departed. We can make some gold there. We can't go there right now. So she has more stories to tell. The Old Maiden, and we have the potion for you this time. Can't go there right now, though. As you will. I'm sure you know what you're doing. I do. So, can we catch the market thief? That is the question.
Good luck taking this token from me.
Yeah, we've been having a really bad time doing so already. So, we're just in some town, refilling our water flask from a fountain, when this thief comes and steals our money. He is a millionaire by now. But we notice and we're chasing him. Can we get that huge success? That is the question. Where did it go? I refuse to actually finish playing this game. Like, well, I might have beaten the final boss until I've actually gotten the market thief. Because holy crap, he is our final boss. There is that, Langley. Though, the dice bonus is not truly a bonus, but it gives us an extra roll in the 2s, which is nice. You guys think it went to 1 or 4? 3? Lots of 1s, huh? I'll trust you. Nice. Okay, so we've managed to actually get close to him, but he knocks over a barrel and we trip. But can we get over this barrel? Because we keep on tripping forever. Yeah, I'll re-roll that for free. That's pretty good. What are these numbers, though? Oh, those are all high. I guess I'll just roll 1, 4, and hope for a 5 or a 6. See if we can actually manipulate the die a little again. Oh, got him though. Lead over to rolling apples and tackle the thief to the ground. We gotcha. The thief struggles to break free. If you'll let me keep these here items, and let me go, of course, I'll let you in on the secret. Sure. Fine. You can uninstall now, please. You gingerly release the thief. Do not worry about your stuff, the thief says as he dusts himself off. Think of it as an investment. My name is Merrick. We're going to the Shadow Realm? Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two. And if you prove yourself, he pauses. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meet me at noon in 2 days at the Market Plaza. We can talk more then. And with that, Merrick disappears back into the crowd. Yeah, that sounds very, very trustworthy, right? Apparently so. Ah, well. It's okay.
Death comes for all of us in time.
Your unease grows as you
Some
return to the
live
flailing
defeat
dragon.
it.
Once more, every shadow and bush seems to may conceal your hunter. The innkeeper looks up as you enter. Ah, my favorite adventurer, and still alive, I see. He goes on to relate the worrying news that this tavern has come to the Reaper's attention. My sources say that he will arrive here sometime tomorrow. It seems your destiny is at hand, warrior. I'm not ready, though. We'll continue on our way. Hey, yo, Wax. It's gonna get harder, though. This was just being, just the most unlucky card for us, so we finally beat it. I think we can get through it. Now, walking through the shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. He stops to greet you. For centuries, I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest, but not once has one helped me. You have something I desire. Give it to me, and in exchange, I will offer you something no mortal has ever beheld. You can have the potion of youth. There you go.
Embrace Oblivion.
And Gyoko's 91. Thanks for the sub. Good to see you. Glad to have you. And welcome to carrying mat time. But yeah, we're back at it, Gyoko's. And you're back at it as well. I like it. Now let's see. She pours the entire contents of the vial into her mouth. Okay. She becomes the Platinum Maiden. Within moments, the potion takes effect. The old woman transforms into a youthful maiden. I thank you for your generosity, mortal. Now, I may continue helping your kind for centuries more. Please take my offering. 8 fame and the elven ring. At the beginning of every new map, draw one blessing card. If you have 2 or more blessings, choose one to discard. Oh, so then you can replace it with a new one. Gotcha. That sounds pretty good, though. So, now tell me, what is it you seek? Well, the quest still asks for longer life. Let's just go for all the max life. May you live a very long and prosperous life, he says, and with a wave of her delicate hand, you feel a warm sensation through your body. 5 max health, another 10 max health. I'll take it. Almost 200, that's actually kind of silly. And you guys gave me 20 bucks. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I think we're on the last map as well, but I think that Elven Ring also gets added to our equipment pool, so we can actually just find it normally. That's kind of nice. So, the town of Hull has been hit hard with an outbreak of corruption. The dead are piling in the streets. The Empire Captain says, the dead are piling in the street, the Empire Captain says, rubbing her tired eyes. I will pay good money for any bodies you gather this day. You are given temporary custody of a horse and cart. Bells of bereavement have been braided into the horse's mane. You let the carriage to the northern street of Hull. Well, you lead the carriage. Ringing your bell and calling for dead. So, need to hit multiple 16 rolls, which is also pretty tough. We're gonna have to roll both. And just believe in actually hitting a 5 and 6, something like that. Well, there you go, triple sixes. Easy, right? There you go. So, Apollo presses some bread into your hands as his beloved is loaded onto the cart. So, be looked kindly upon. On her long and lonely journey, we've collected 18 deceased. And he gave us 10 food. Well, don't mind if I do. The leader carries to the south of Hull, calling for the dead. Now please, Flamey. I know Robotnik, but it might be possible for us to just do the thing like this. We got this, right? Oh my god, I'm so good at manipulating these dice today! So, a popper presses some bread into your hands as the beloved is loaded onto the cart. So, she will be looked kindly upon on her long and lonely journey. Another 5 food. Having completed your circuit, you return to the Empire Captain for your reward. The cloaked figure stops you on your return. Oh my, I could smell those bodies from the woods. The captain asked that I take them off your hands. Here, your reward. Ironheart potion?
When all is lost,
Sure.
perhaps you can find a little extra strength to press on.
No. Lose a little bit of max health because of blessing no longer taking effect, but like that thing can heal us for a shit ton, so sure. Yeah, the man gleefully takes the horse's reins and heads out to town. Stop! What have you done? A woman comes rushing down the street. That man, he's a necromancer! My poor Hulu. I thought he would be buried with dignity, but no longer. You watch in dismay as the carriage disappears over the horizon. What are you waiting for? The Morin cries. Go after him! That's our
Well
token.
done.
Finding that necromancer. But yeah, like, so they keep spinning, but if you like just let them drop without actually holding a direction, they drop kind of flatly down, and you can like kind of manipulate them by moving them around a little back and forth. Kind of works out. Seems successful so far.
And here
Well, we still don't
is
have
your
enough for the Peasant
reward,
King though,
at
sadly.
least in potential.
Peasant King is gonna be tough. Ah well. Let's go kill
There are
ourselves.
those moments before death where everything
Reaper.
appears to stand
So,
still.
Turn in for the
Can you
night.
feel it creeping closer,
In the morning, the innkeeper
drawing
bids you farewell.
its breath?
Good luck, warrior. I'm pretty sure it's still just going to be the innkeeper, though, but maybe not. I could do that, Langley, but we already have so much max HP. I'm not too afraid of that. But we could definitely do that in order to just have more max health. But we need more than 150. And now we can still use it to heal for 30 if this fight is like ridiculous and I need to continuously heal myself. Oh please, Teabaggins. Now let's see. Hear no sound as it strikes you. No sound, no warning. Not even a hint that the Reaper had appeared behind you. You stagger to your knees, the enchanted shaft of the Reaper's famous magical arrow protruding from your side. Ow. So, you recover from the force and magic of the arrow as your assailant appears approaching cautiously. Assassin of greed. You possess strong magic indeed. The shock of my arrow as would an ogre or a golem, he remarks. You remove the shaft and inspect it. You hear the familiar chant of the innkeeper as magic fills your veins, returning your vigor in a rush. Oh, he healed us. He's a nice guy. Fine, the blade it is then. The Reaper readies his blades to finish you off. But I'll gladly also take a swig from my potion. The Reaper, Death's Messenger. The Reaper performs quick, heavy attacks. Use a fade to avoid damage. Gotcha.
Brought this killer into the light. Now.
That is. Oh my god, this guy actually fights a little bit like the King of Rats. With how he teleports, but then is way more annoying. With how he moves around. Let's just keep on chugging. Wait, I can't. You actually have a counter move. That's silly. Oh, Well, I just need to not try to attack him in between them. That's what I need to do. I think he's kind of squishy. You just shoot him all the way over there. It's kind of silly. But I'll take it. But yeah, he's definitely a little on the squishy side, though that Frost Fang probably also actually packs quite a punch. I didn't actually look at its damage. Ah well. Reaper lies dead at your feet, but searching his body reveals few clues as to who sent him. You return to the inn to recover from your ordeal and plan your next move.
Even
Oh,
death
that was death
itself
already.
lies defeated, or at least its agents.
Oh, if death
Do
is
not
a sack of
hurry to
bones.
think yourself
Like,
truly.
all the other actual undeads are also super squishy in this game, so it kind
The
of makes
question
sense.
that stands is simple: who wanted you dead
Thanks for
so
letting me.
badly?
See you around.
Of course, this is where the
Now,
blame
for
begins
surviving
to
the Reaper's
die.
Arrow, get Spider Trap, the Fabled Beast, Interception, and the General Store. Okay, so we can add some of those ourselves. Harvest Blade, and Broad Shield, and a Tiger's Eye for equipment. I guess Wolf Fleet. Now, with lots of life to spare, we also gain the Reaper's Arrow itself, as well as a Sacrificial Bond. Now, got more tokens where that came from though. We're pulling a magical sword from the lake in the far north. We find Frost Fang. I'll take it. And for accepting the thief Merrick's offer, pickpocket. I do build it up. You can also use keyboard and mouse. I haven't heard anybody complain about the controls there. Apparently reviewers have complained a little about it, but like some people actually like kind of complained that the reviewers were complaining because it's not all that bad. Now, for restoring the maiden to her true form, the true maiden. And we're accidentally giving Hull's dead to a necromancer. Sunken Catacombs, another brimstone one. Well, there you go. The vibe is just doing perfectly fine with that. This one is super short, especially compared to the compared to Justice, though. Justice takes ages. That's why we're not doing it gold right now, because it just takes 5 hours before we're actually through it. Now, Temperance. During the worst famine in the history of the Empire, an unnatural power is causing the dead to rise and stalk the dead. The famine has made food scarce, avoid starvation, and there's lots of undead. Good to know. So, okay, the soldier, we're just not gonna be able to do your mission on this one. I guess we'll just see what the blacksmith house was.
Smith, and a fine one. Of all your companions, I respect
So,
her the most.
Token. New. And we need to find food. Alchemists can give food, but when you make a green potion, then it's kind of awkward. This can give us a lot of food if we have some good rolls, apparently. Also a lot of gold. Unless the Necromancer steals it every time. Dark Alleys could also be nice. If we need equipment, we can go for the equipment if it's good. And there's pretty decent loot to gain from it. Sure. And last time I went into the whatchamacallit? Wait, you can get food from Goblin Town? And equipment? I guess that's when you get a success. But yeah, last time I went into Drunken Knight, there was no food to be found at all in there. And awkward. These guys usually have food on them, but Waterfall of Youth does actually, like, it still is really good. There's always free food there. And maybe they're gonna still give us the Potion of Youth? I hope so. I wanna try that out. No, this supplies, we want to take extra food, of course. We need anti-undead stuff. None of these are specifically anti-undead. Battered helm was needed for the blacksmith, though. Well, we can do something with the blacksmith with that battered helm, so we're just gonna bring that right now. And I guess we'll just go for questing mace and see if there's some corrupted, but there's not gonna be any corrupted though. I might as well just bring 10 gold, see if we can buy more food. Maiden also gives food. There's a lot of stuff that gives food. But I also like just bringing the newest encounters that I have. Now let's see, which things needed undead? You need corrupted. New. You might actually be versus undead. Holy mace, that sounds kind of correct. Aren't you versus undead? You are. Maybe we want to give that a shot. Renew. When your companions deal 200% damage and enemies inflict 25%. Not too bad. Doesn't this thing actually give food? No, it just. This thing gives food though. The Reaper's Arrow, I want to check that out. Here, it doesn't give us food. With the Emperor, I might want to check that out because it's new. Armor Gluttony, of course, gives food. Any of these do anything food related? Avoid failure, slow swing. First kill heals us. That might be useful if we're starving. Ambler's Yoke could be nice. Sacrificial Bond, I want to know what it does. And Tiger's Eye. Ring of Food might be useful to gain more food, but we need to get rid of like golden equipment gain events to replace them for food, so at least. The token challenge in the jousting armor is finish strength with jousting our armor equipped. So we'd have to go for back to strength in order to do that, so I'm not really feeling that right now because we failed like strength 5 times.
The Empire works against its own people,
We have a lot of
yet none
really
of it
good
matters.
equipment to find out there.
There will be no uprising as long as they are
Should be a
fed.
little easier by now,
Yet
maybe.
take away their bread, and even the most peaceful begin to consider the songs of revolt.
So let's see. Desperate time. The innkeeper joins you at your table. I have some information. The Reaper was paid up front by a halfling known as Garrick Draukin. Or Droken. The prize was apparently an entire cartload of gold. He made the contract and then left the city. What about this? Garrick. A mercenary. He was employed by the Imperial Army for several years until they wiped out the Halfling kingdoms. Since then, he works for the highest bidder. Now, where can we find him? He was last seen on the road to Bridgemore Village, a farming village in the outer provinces. It's not even a bridge building village that just wants to build more bridges? Would make more sense. Ah well. The whole area is up in arms with the famine going on. If you want my advice, the innkeeper offers, you should leave the city, forget this life of death and glory. Find peace in whatever far-off land you can, before your enemies catch up with you. Who knows what calamity will befall when they find out you're still alive. No, we're gonna find them. We're gonna make them pay. How would that be?
What do you think happens to the mind when one returns from death in this way? What happens to the heart?
Now, one night, you make to the sound of a rusty wagon wheel passing on a nearby trail. Cautiously, you sneak closer to observe the scene. A droid of skeletons is slowly dragging a wagon full of corpses through the forest. They seem oblivious to your presence as they notice your dirt as they continue their journey. They kinda wanna know where they're going. After tedious hours trailing the macabre band, you approach a hill far from any settlement. Atop the hill stands a stone circle marked with eldritch runes. The skeleton dragged their prize haul into the center. A sudden flash of blinding light forces you to look away. When your vision returns, the circle is empty, apart from an abandoned wagon. Oh, that was unfortunate. Let's not do that anymore.
Even the greatest
Anders
of
the
all
drunkard.
of us are our
For
father's children, for better or worse.
Blacksmith's quest. No, please, teabagging. Now, while taking refuge in Nag's Head Tavern, a popular drinking style and an impromptu fist fight arena, you find a man resting his head in a pool of ale, and look of utter gloom fixed on his face. Anders! Ariadne rushes forward and pulls him into the proper sitting position. Ariadne being a blacksmith. He blinks twice, then slumps back into his hill. Though much more deceived since you last saw him. This is indeed Anders, apprentice blacksmith and friend of Ariadne. Ariadne looks concerned as Anders lies in a sad ale puddle. We've got to cheer him up. I can give him 5 gold. Sounds fine. Tickle him. Oh god. We gotta tickle him. The Grizzled Tavern patrons watch you with morbid curiosity as the two of you begin to tickle Anders. Oh god. Oh god!
Patience, do not move
Yeah,
too
no,
quickly,
that's
for
no,
haste
that's
breeds
ridiculous.
only failure.
Anders remains blank-faced. Gonna tickle him again? I'm just gonna keep on tickling him forever. Until I get a huge feel, I suppose. Hopefully. I think that is
What
the
an
moment
unfortunate time for
where I
your
need to try to
skills leave
catch it,
you.
though. Ah, so close. If I can keep doing it, as long as it's still failures, it's fine. Oh, got him. This all comes with practice.
You have done well.
So, his face twists into a frown, turns red, and then, unable to take it any longer, he bursts into laughter. I'll take it. Ariadne slaps him on his back, sending him flying. That's it, lad. I knew you had it in you. With Anders in better spirits, you decide to relocate to a cleaner table. Anders still looks glum, but at least he isn't lying in a pool of ale anymore. How were you lying in a nail puddle? A nail puddle. I'm a man without purpose, a man without money, and a man without friends. An awkward silence stretches between you. And it still looks glum, but aren't we your friends? Ah well, what happened to your forge? You proudly burst into tears. My forge was shattered by that blasted ogre. I hope you killed it. His eyes suddenly turned red with anger, like that was a couple of things. That was actually the strength encounter we talked about earlier. But apparently he wasn't able to fix his forge. No. Cheer up, Anders. Ariadne returns from the bar with a basket of fried almond bread. Whatever it is that you need help with, I'm sure me and an old hero can help you. Can you repair my forge? The apprentice blacksmith looks doubtful. It'll need terravane ore, among other things. Not to mention it was your late father who built it, so I have no idea how to even begin rebuilding. We can do this, I believe. Your companion nods, her blue eyes bright and earnest. Of course, easy as pie. For almond bread, because this broth, we already have it. Ah well. Anders looks a little more hopeful. You really are nothing like your father. Ariadne frowns, then shakes her head and grins. Thank the gods for that.
So
Well, there you go.
twisting. your
Apparently her
path
dad
to
was
this
a dick.
table. Now I begin to understand why.
First stop,
you cannot
says
help but
Ariadne,
aid the
propping her
helpless.
friend back up in his chair, is to find a mechanical oddity. And in general story, we got a decent amount of goldfish, kinda. Tiger's Eye, what does do? Damage inflicted from pain cards is reduced by 5. That's not even the worst thing I've ever heard of. Deals 150 damage to a random thief when activated. Now that's just rude. It's one-shotting thieves for no reason. But there was an armor gluttony. I hope I could come back to this. Doesn't look like it. But you guys gave me 10 max health. Don't mind if I do.
Food, and they
Hungry
turn to
peasants,
you
though.
because their leaders
that
have
can't be
failed
good.
them. The land itself has failed them.
You are surrounded by hungry, armed villagers. Few push forward to confront you, while many more hang back out of harm's way. 4 villagers. 0 out of 10. Oh, we can only get 10 villagers killed. Yeah. You must have something to eat for us. I got 2 food for you. I'll give you everything I got. You hand out some food. A few villagers grab what they can and run off. Having dealt with those villagers who were the most aggressive and desperate, the remaining mob reluctantly allows you to leave. We'll probably come back, find them
I
more
cannot
later.
see how alliances with the thieves of the Empire improve your situation. The enemy of your enemy is not always your ally.
You follow a trail of hearsay to an inn in the town of Elderose. The barkeep introduces himself as Hervey and says, Father Galfrey mentioned that you were a keen thief, so I have a lucrative proposition for you. A new reeve is to be elected. I've intercepted the letter. I made an adjustment to include myself, the great Hervey of Elderose. All I'd like you to do is get this list into the messenger's hands without him noticing. Hand you a sealed scroll. So, when the messenger arrives, he rests a statue on the stool beside him. I don't want to lose all my gold to just sneak in the thing. We could just bump into him like the oldest pickpocket move that exists. That doesn't look too hard now, does it? Right? Nah. God damn, just too early. At least it's just a
Poorly
regular
done.
film.
You must
That is a
harness
small
your will
ass
and find a
success
quiet
position, though.
stillness inside you.
Now you pretend to trip into him and he catches you trying to slide your hand into his satchel. Thief! I'm being robbed! He shouts. You escape before anybody tries to be a hero. Fail to do the thing. Ah well.
The welfare
more
are
hungry peasants.
unpredictable.
Well, I guess we're
The
gonna go
hungry
ahead and starve.
always seek a meal.
You're surrounded by
Force if
hungry armed
necessary.
villagers. A few push forward and they really need some food. 3 of them though. Well, you must have something for us to eat. I'm gonna give you everything I got. You hand out some food. A few villagers grab what they can and run off. We have nothing left. You turn out your pockets, revealing no food. The mob deserves her slowly. Or at least I don't have to kill them. So, we'll just starve a little. Please, are. Need a blessing for it. Did I bring the Shaman of Eyebright Wield? Didn't mean to. So that's a worthless thing.
Seek,
Well, I guess we're just
do not
starving our
starve.
way further down. An uneasy silence fills the air on a moonlit night, prompting you to continue your journey without stopping to camp. You are attacked by the reanimated corpses of recently deceased peasants.
Let us see what the smith.
Really, a
can
one of skulls? Like a one of the basic creatures? Okay. That's kind of silly. So, Ariadne, with her anvil mace. Steel and flesh both subscribe to the same rules. If you hit them hard enough, they do what you want. When activated, Ariadne performs a powerful attack cause high armor damage. Stay close to charge her ability faster. You know you. But yeah. Sadly for them, skeletons are extremely squishy. So, but one of them revived and that's it. Like these guys, you don't really need any upgraded weapons for them, really. I know that's wrong. So what happened there? Well, there you go. Ooh. Armor, gluttony, or Felvin's favor. Well, I'll take extra food every time we gain gold or food, but we have no fame to actually equip it right now. You lead to broken bones of peasants scattered across the field and across your journey further into your quest. There you go. Something like that. We're not gaining any fame from any of the regular things here. We might not be able to actually equip any fame things here without having a fame encounter added by ourselves. That could be bad.
Starvation has
trap.
been the
What
end
does
of
that
many
mean?
adventurers.
No. Looking to avoid trouble with a local gang of thieves, you dug into an abandoned warehouse. Creeping among the broken crates and smashed furniture, you suddenly sense movement above you. An enormous spider hangs among the dusty rafters of the building, attending to the still form of a hapless adventurer, wrapped in silken web. As you watch, the terrible creature finishes its gruesome meal and, fully fed, retreats into the deeper shadow. There's a lot of stuff over there, apparently. I know, right, Tiger? Good to see you. Now, you climb up onto a sturdy ceiling beam and work your way towards the silent and still cocoon. The dealer draws 2 equipment cards with faction traits. So, do I want those daggers? Do I want the... I don't think I want the horn. Probably do want the horn, actually. Let's just go for the horn. Unless we don't know what it does. Oh, please, wolf. Artifact use is reduced from 5 to 1? What? You cut down the remains of the hapless victim, only to find nothing more than some old boots and a piece of equipment. The boots melt away before your eyes under the strength of the spider's caustic saliva, while the equipment smokes and hisses until you clear it off with water. That kinda sucks.
I wonder how the Emperor
Oh, wait a
feels
second, this
about
executes a
his
thief.
precious
That's right,
wrath
we already
now,
knew that.
eh?
Oh well, could have gone for the daggers in that case. Anyway, chaperone. No, we actually have been doing pretty good. Chad really likes me. Now, you're determined to wield the Emperor. It's damaged but still usable. You scurry away from the infested warehouse. But we get the token. That's the important part.
This is not
Sunken
ideal for you,
catacomb.
but I cannot help but support the necromancer
We're
here.
already starving, so hopefully we don't have to do a lot of traveling within this encounter. According to local rumor, the necromancer has taken whole towns deep into the haunted box. There you go. You must traverse the disoriented marchers upon the cursed door, and then nobody knows what awaits behind that door. You traverse the disorienting marches. There's an ogre in there? Just some regular pain? This is 5 speed, isn't it? I think it is. Because it's faster than I think it. Oh, wait a second, there's an actual success in there. Let's see, one. There! Oh, no, I very went wrong somewhere.
Perhaps you should have taken your time.
The bog is so densely overgrown that when you part a particularly thick clump of vines, you uncover a resting ogre. It comes as a surprise to both of you. I know, right side, bro. Something very different. Maybe, Shevra. Though there's mostly those spoopy skeletons, though. But yeah, we can take down an ogre. No, you didn't. Yes, you did.
Places you bring me to.
Really? Okay, this was easier with a sword. Oh my god, really? Okay. Apparently I suck at this fight if I'm using a two-handed weapon. I haven't even been hit by an ogre before. And now we're just dead. Oh, that sucks. And apparently two-handed weapons don't work particularly well versus them,
In
at
time,
least.
you will gain the skill.
Not the way I tried to use them. For promising to fix Anders's forge, a mechanical oddity. And for venturing into the spider's nest in Imperial Hill. Interesting.
There are still many who can be saved.
Well, let's change up some cards. I never had to vibe. I tried though, but I couldn't. I don't want this. I do want that. Don't need this anymore. It's not particularly great. That doesn't seem particularly great either. I only have one platinum, and we're still seeing what the merchant's favor does. We can just have the alchemist heal us if we don't have food, but we should probably just have food. I believe in this. Distressed damsel can also give us a bunch of food. I should use the filters to go to food. There. Can we find some food? Sometimes ambush is just fighting something to gain food. That's fine. At least it's guaranteed food. Could go for drunken night for also food, for also gold, but if there's no food in there, that could be kind of bad. But I'll take it. Maybe we need to try to get some fame as well, though. Let's see. Any ways to gain fame and food at the same time, and maybe we want to throw that in there instead. I don't think I want that after all. I could go for alchemist and just make a fame potion if I really need to, but we should just go for a winding trail. Let's go for a winding trail. Gain fame and random resources. And hopefully you will be okay then. How about some equipment? Need Will the Emperor. Sacrificial blades seem okay though. Don't want to know what those do. Loading these. Tiger's Eye though. It's not bad, but I don't think I need it here. Let's see. How about some food stuff? I don't think I even want to do just charm. It doesn't work on undead enemies, so. Oh wait a second, don't starve. Lose 1 max life instead of taking starvation damage. That would allow us to stay a lot longer in there. Valiant Aegis? Every 3rd step does not consume food? I guess. Well, I could just go for the Ring of Food. Only discard any non-food gain card or receive food. I'm just gonna go for that over the Fire's Robes could be useful, maybe. The Elder gives you fame, I know, but I want to know what the merchant does, though. Like, as long as it's new, I'll generally bring it. Just to see what it does. I should take the Imperial Helmet. Oh yeah, wait a second. It did just give us an Imperial Helmet. See what that does. Now, let's. Okay, yeah. I can bring that over the. Let's bring that over Felvin's favor. That's probably fine. Yeah. Good call, though. Good call. Let's try that again. So, hunting down the person that sent the Reaper after us.
The kingdoms of death
And
were
everything
pledged to my throne.
Is starving.
The usurper cares not
Wetlands
for our
ambush.
bold suits,
Like
however.
just some frost
He
trappers.
is
That's not
driven
too
the
hard.
battlers from
We
his
can handle some
lands.
frost trappers. I should switch to... Oh, wait a second. You automatically equip me with dualies this time? I don't think I actually want to have that though. I think I'll go for Seals and Sword. If it's just random basic stuff. So, where are you at? There you go. No, you don't. And I really, at the very last second, get hit there. That's kind of sad. Ah well. Later, Hearth. So, Trade is defeated. You search the area for supplies. Food. That's what we brought that for. And tax 10 max health from Chad.
It chews at you.
But
this
directed.
whole land is starving, and you are left with only hard choices.
You wake one night to the sound of rustling. With a start, you realize there's thieving hands pilfering your supplies. You lose 3 food. We lunge for the closest thief. Can we get our food back? That is the question. We should be able to. The only problem is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'll take my food back. You catch the thief with his hands in your supplies and quickly snatch the bounty back. All of our food. You easily hoist your attacker off their feet. You're no common bandit. You're face to face with a dirty, sickly child. Please, he stammers. It can't feed us at home. We have to take what we can to survive. Fine, I'll give you some food. Taking pity on the child, you give him some of your supplies. So we lose a food, but we gain 2 fame. Bless you, mercenary, for your good heart, he exclaims, and runs off happily with his prize. And divine intervention as a blessing. After all of your reroll dice gambits, reroll your lowest dice if we are still not there. Nice. That's some good stuff. So, while roaming the dark alleyways of the capital, you'll see a suspicious group traveling in your direction. Some thieves. They are dragging a locked chest behind them, its contents unknown. Wait a second. I was supposed to actually switch over to the neglected sword. Now, in the direction you spy an item glinting in the moonlight. It is a sacrificial bond. I don't know what it does. However, you notice a number of shadowy forms lurking in the alley nearby. I'm actually just gonna go for the locked chests. You know what? No. I'll let you guys vote on this one. Like, if we can get some food and gold maybe from the chests, and we might be able to like find a store to buy some stuff from, or we can just grab the equipment and see what it does. I'm gonna grab the equipment. Sounds okay. Ooh, no. Might actually be getting closer than that. But no, I don't think the wave of 1s is actually gonna beat the 2s. Or does it? Well, I guess the next vote determines it. Because I highly doubt there's more left. Well, I guess we're going for the chest. Or are we? No, we are. Let's go. Chad has decided. You approach the men with the chest. They drop their cargo and draw their blades, saying, Slanna said no witnesses. We can still find a ring later. Sounds okay. Oh, there's actually a bunch of new boats extra after. Really, oh. Ah, well.
You make enemies so easy.
No. Should be able to. Can he just, without getting hit right? No, it is me that we're talking about here. So there's no such thing as just not dodging. Now, let's see what that chest had for us. Because I want some loot. 4 fame, not bad. Exosians defeated. You break open a locked chest. 10 gold. That's it. You notice a secret compartment in the bottom of the chest. Ooh, we can do that. We could probably get to 10 if we reroll right. We don't have to do sneaky tactics for this, we can just roll. There you go. So, you find some equipment hidden in a secret compartment. The Armor of Gluttony, now that's the good stuff. But we need 4 more fame before we can equip it. So... But it's ready to go, and that's the important part. Some hungry peasants. You are surrounded by hungry armed villagers. A few push forward to confront you while many more hang back out of harm's way. So, I'll give you guys food in order to make you just stay away and be safe, because I can't kill too many of y'all, otherwise I don't get my thing. So, the more aggressive ones are happy, and the other ones are like, I guess you've given us food, it's fine. Now, let's continue onwards. While you keep one hand on your weapon for the entire journey, nothing reveals itself as a threat. Not this time, apparently. So, what else can we find? More hungry peasants. You are surrounded by more hungry armed villagers. This time there's 3 of them. Well, yeah, I'll have all my food. Sure. And some food. A few villagers grab what they can and run off. Everybody else just lets us go. A pickpocket. So the Marcus thief is going to teach us how to be thieves, you could say, potentially. You meet Merrick at the square as he instructed. He gestured to the carpet seller at the bazaar. The Reeve, he explains. Watch and listen. If the Lord got wind you were short on your taxes, there would be trouble, says the Reeve. Mind you, I do like this rug. Better you hand that over. All of your stock. Then all your stock. What do you say? I've not. And that's a rare masterpiece from the Eastern Belt, says the flustered rug merchant. As the altercation continues, you notice the Reeve's pouch hanging open. So you see it then, Merrick says with a grin. You know it's only really stealing if you get caught. Let's go grab it. That's the spirit, he says. Now remember, the trick is to know when to stop, but if you're any good, you won't need to. You move behind the Reeve while pretending to admire the carpets on display. As he continues to haggle, you slide your hand into his pouch. Wait, what, Nero? Am I on Forsen lol on the stream? Follow me for what announcements? Am I on Forsen? This doesn't make any sense. Ariadne offers to help so we can duplicate any of these for more stuff. That sounds good to me. Sure. So I'll duplicate the 10. We have 5 different choices, but 2 of them are amazing. So, everything is good, but where is the actual good stuff? Yeah. Fine, I'll get myself debated, Nero. I'll get myself debated. I don't even see anything though, but there you go. Yeah, there is nothing on the end screen for me there. Just debated. You can vote too? Yeah, sure you can. But I think I followed a 10 gold to this one as well. Yeah, the other one that was in 2. You can steal more. That's what it's all about after all. What the? That is my offline screen. The Twitch beta site is such a great site. That is ridiculous. What the? Yeah, Twitch is just being ridiculous. Also, I'm gonna have to click the one here. So odd. Ooh, but we also get 5 pain. I know where the pain went, I think. So we just click any of the others? Yeah, I think the pain went to 2 as well. So I should avoid clicking 2 and just go for anything else. But where would the good stuff be? That is the question. The good stuff is M4? Sure. Ah, that's fine. That's not too bad. So now there's gonna be 2 pains. We can get one more. The thing is, there, T-Baggins, they pushed the beta. There's no beta anymore. That's just a new site now. So that's kind of like the problem there. Like whenever you go live as a stream and you were hosting someone before that, sometimes the stream actually switches back to the host for all the viewers, and you're like, wait, I'm still here, but why is everybody complaining that they went back to the host? It's really weird. Ah well, let's steal some more, I believe. So at still works, but you need to remove the at and just have the entire name there. Really weird. You need to steal all 5 to get the token? Oh. That's kind of scary, actually. So, by duplicating one, I actually made it harder on myself? Ah, shit. They did add dark mode. That's true. But that was on the regular site already as well. Please, Dennis. I'm pretty sure 3 is pain as well. You guys say 4 is okay? That sounds okay to me. No, it's not. Oh, please, Zeph. But yeah, okay, we filled it. As you draw your hand from the bag, Reeve turns. How dare you, he says, drawing a dagger from his robe and thrusting in your direction. You clutch your wounded hand, dropping the spoils. You lose all the gold. Oh. You stumble back to Merrick, but he is nowhere to be found. But yeah, apparently we need to get all of them, so we need to not duplicate one of them and then get 4 cards. That's pretty rough. Hungry peasants, once again, we don't really have any food for you this time. I can give you everything I have, but I have no food. Mob disperses, so at least we don't have to kill him. Ow.
Of course,
Thomas
in a
the
world that
Ogre
has lost all of its wonder, violence, muscle, and brute strength still remain. So like the
Shepherd.
usurper in all its ways.
That might also be the case, Langley. Now, you cautiously approach on the trail by a group of farmers. Greetings, friend, one of them begins. Are you in need of supplies? The group explains that an evil ogre has stockpiled ration in his cave. But the art doesn't really look like he's evil. And he has a name, a proper one, and kind of a human name, Thomas. Ah well, but he's not far away. They intend to fight the creature and retrieve the goods to fight their families. Would you be willing to tag along for an equal share of the food? I do need more food. I want that token. Sure. So you set out at once for the ogre's lair. Along the way, they explain exactly what sort of beast is awaiting you. It knocked poor Chesser's pie wagon right over with a single swipe of its mighty paw. He lost his entire day's supplies in an instant. How about more stories? It ate my nephew's dog, right there in front of him. Little Joseph was out collecting firewood when the great hairy beast plucked his dog off the ground and swallowed him with one bite. I believe that dog might still be alive. How about more stories? It's huge and nasty, the taller farmer says. My cousin saw it eat 5 live chickens in a single bite while it was stealing his cows. All the farm animals, because why not? Who else? Cassius the baker told me that it broke into his shop last month, looking for food. It's a giant ogre, though, in the middle of town, I wouldn't assume. Ah well, it set the whole place on fire while raiding the oven. How does he fit in human-sized buildings and actually look for things? Has any of you ever seen the ogre? The group is suddenly quiet as they exchange glances. No, one of them offers. But my Aunt Maddie swears that it ate all the radishes in her garden. Sure it did. The monster's lair is just up ahead. One of the farmers comments sometime later. Is it now? A deep voice inquires as the monster in question strolls into view. There's the ogre. Despite this, farmers hastily retreat as the ogre stops and inspects you. My name is Thomas, and this is my domain. What business have you here? At least I managed to give him somewhat of a voice. Demanded you return the stolen food. I have stolen no goods from these humans. What food I possess is I earned from my own hands in this forest. Your desperation does not give you the right to take what is rightfully mine. The farmers manage to find their voices, throwing all manners of accusations at Thomas, who merely shakes his head in response. Believe what you will, warrior, but know that I will defend my home. Like, he's the most polite person we've actually come across so far. Ah well. He lifts his weapon purposely, saying, I may be more reasonable than most of my kin, but thought without action is pointless after all. So you can still be a little dangerous, huh? Well, we're gonna find him because I do need the food and hopefully he'll give us a token. Maybe we can refuse to fight, I don't know. I do want to get the token. Let's have you guys vote on this one. Do we fight the evil ogre? Or do we refuse to fight him because he doesn't actually seem like a bad guy? It's just a whole bunch of rumors because he's a spoopy ogre. No. Don't fight him? Yeah, he seems okay. Like, it's not nice to steal that from somebody, so Dad agrees. So, what? Farmers cry, incredulously. Are you siding with the hulking monster? Despite their outrage and frustration, the farmers can do little but give up and return home. A reasonable human, Thomas comments, turning to you. You are indeed a rare beast. He gestures to a waterfall behind him. My dwelling lies beyond the waterfall. Would you care to join me for a game? I have few visitors of your intellectual caliber. Caliber. Wait, there's a cap spam. He is chill. It's okay though. I may have a magical trinket I will be willing to bet against you, just to make things interesting. That sounds fine. So, you follow the ogre back to his lair and sit at a stone table up opposite him. What takes your interest today? Cards, dice? We have a dice blessing, so we should go for dice. Right? Yeah, divine intervention. If we don't manage to do it, we can reroll more. So I'll go for the dice. I'm pretty good with dice today. I could do 14. You can very do 14. Definitely. Oh, well, good. Thank God for divine intervention. We'll just make this a big old roll. We still fail. Really? Or 3 rolls. That thing is still. Thomas plays the game with both skill and luck. Never mind your loss, he says. Clearly, you've never played that game. I have rolled many dice before. Perhaps another game. I guess we'll play a card game. I'm quite good at Elder Scrolls Legends. Oh, there's only one success, but can we follow it? That is the question. Alright. in chat help us on this one? That's the question. You guys say 4, eh? I'll believe. It was 2. The second lowest vote. So, you know. Not having much luck today, my friend. Perhaps we're just yet to find the right game for you. Perhaps another game. Well, I guess we're gonna be dexterous. Wait. The successes were standing still. That's pretty easy. You played the game well. I will have to do better in the future. Thomas admonishes himself. He reaches behind the table and lifts an item, saying, "Would this be of any use to you?"
Nicely
Well, I'll
done.
take it. As well as an Imperial Helm.
I doubt
Adds
any
2
will
max
mistake your
life
bearing
after
for
every combat
Imperial.
against thieves or
That
corrupted.
notwithstanding,
Against thieves or posts. Deals 150% damage and counts double towards weapon charge. Not bad, but we need more fame. Interesting versus thieves and corrupted though. The ogre stands saying, "Thank you for your visit, human. I have enjoyed this afternoon's diversions, but now I must tend to other matters." You bid the ogre goodbye and head back into the forest. Well, no food, but token. Well, that kind of hurts. We're also starving right now, so hopefully we can find some food fairly quickly after all. And all good. I'll take all positive things, sure. No. An uneasy silence falls and fills the air on a moonlit night, prompting you to continue your journey without stopping to camp. I don't have anything to camp anyway. It's fine. Let's just journey forward. Although you keep one hand on your weapon for the entire journey, nothing reveals itself as a threat. Make camp, buy food. That I forgot. You can actually just buy food from this. A weakened trader accepts your offer of a warm fire. It looks over his shoulder into the still night. But I forgot. He doesn't have any food because there's a famine in these parts. Oh, he does have some equipment. Holy mace. Complete the high priestess with this item and 12 blessings. Well, that is a challenge. Perform a powerful strike that creates a holy blast. The blast deals 100%, 25% damage, weapon damage to undead. Okay. Well, 12 blessings though. That's gonna be a tough one. We're gonna need to find all the blessing cards. Well, we can continue forward, but I don't think that's a great idea. We need to find more stuff like food. The
a
fabled
balance of
beast.
resources
Can we
is key.
eat that?
No one wants to perish
Looks like
wealthy,
bacon to me.
but starving.
No, please, Dennis. Now, Ursus, a young warrior from the north, proposes a hunting contest. This farmer kindly saved my boy instead of handing over to the Empire. I will rid the land of the boars destroying his crops in thanks. Will be a worthy opponent. What? As you step forward to accept the challenge, the farmer warns, not only have they been wreaking havoc on my fields, a huge white beast ate one of my lambs. I hacked off one of its tusks, but he still roams. You and Ursus shake hands before heading into the fields, paying heed to the gnarly grunts echoing in the distance. Can we find him? Do I want you to help right now? No, I'd rather have you be there in the combat. It's fine. That's true, Mr. Keys. Like, so you can get 2 blessings from going down, and every time there's an avalanche, you can get another blessing. That's like 5 blessings from the mission itself, so you need another 7 blessings from encounters you put in there, I want to say. But anyway, let's go get that huge success. I think I might have followed it. But I can't really trust myself usually. Also, chat really believes in 2. What bothers me is I thought I followed it there as well. I'm usually wrong when chat is right, well, when chat agrees with me that this is correct. I didn't double the huge success because if every time I do, I can't use my companion in combat for 3 times. And if there's another card game like this with only 1 success, I'd rather use it then. But we got the huge success though. Oh please, Oberon. Now, following its huge tracks, you find the monstrous white boar by the river. You stealthily approach as he sharpens his single tusk on a boulder. When he senses your presence, he grunts in a common tongue with a strange, lilted accent. Spared his old blood, blessed mortal. He called us blessed. We are blessed. Chat, what are we gonna do to him? Bear for fame? I don't necessarily want to know what the outcome is, I just want to know what to do, what you guys think we should try to do. Vegan logic. Food him. Spank him.
Was I
Leave
too
him there.
bold? Too egotistic? Certainly.
Please.
Yet I would never have wrestled the secrets of the elements from the Lords of Beyond were I not.
Are we gonna find a boss again? He probably is. No, people really does want to have some magic bacon. It's fairly close, but let's go eat some magic bacon. The armor gluttony is actually now equipable, so we still got a little bit of fame. I'll take that. Every time we gain food or gold, we gain extra food. You drive your sword into his thick hide. He writhes and smashes as the life escapes him. As his corpse is too heavy to carry, you sever his tusk to take back to the farmer. That is no bacon for us, apparently. Continue hunting until the sun begins to set. Then haul your kills back to the farmhouse. Ursus paces in front of a pile of dead beasts as the farmer tallies your kills. 15? Damn. Holy crap, that's bad. Just roll 2 and hope for the best. Can we manipulate 2 at the same time? Yes, we can! Oh my god, sometimes I'm actually pretty good at that. Double 6s. The Imperial Helm is also equipable
It
now.
will take more than a fancy helm
Sure.
to convince the Empire you're one of theirs.
So, this adventurer is the clear winner today, having slain 16 beasts, announces the farmer. Take a basket from my latest harvest as reward. Well, we got a little bit of bacon. Slightly more, but it's mostly apples, isn't it? Oh, well, okay, you know what? That is very decent. After you reveal the fabled boar's tusk to the farmer, "You saw him too?" says the farmer, admiring the gruesome memento. "I'm not crazy. He really does exist. Did he speak to you?" Oh, please, Dennis. My wife was once a blacksmith. I'll get her to fashion something from this for you. Did you really just give me a battered helm? I don't want to equip that. I'm grateful to you both. My fields will be safe once. Did you really just give me an extra battered helm? Do I really own 2 different battered helms now? God damn it, and this one doesn't even have a token. It doesn't even matter, but that's ridiculous. Ah well. Ooh, shop. He actually has food? That's some expensive ass food. We have a decent amount on us right now. The Reaper's Sorrow, what does it do? Well, arrow. Sorrow, arrow. Ah well. Like 200 damage to a living enemy when activated. Undead are immune, and it ignores armor. We have 3 uses and we need 15 fame to equip it, to actually equip it. Deal 25% damage to brimstone enemy. So it's like this is a boss killer item. Gotcha. The broad shield. It's just a big old shield. Yep, that's what that is. Extra blades is has extra damage versus undead, but yeah. Go buy the food. Technically, it's 2 food for $8. You should probably just take it. Wait, emotes can overlap each other in the new chat? Really? Yeah, who needs gold when you have food? At least on this mission. So, direction. You wake one night at the sound of rustling. They alert you realize there's fleeting hands pilfering your supplies. Lose 2 food. You need to catch them. That's still going slow, so let's go catch them. Because wheels aren't all that bad. Catch the thief with his hand in your supplies and you quickly snatch the bounty back. Get our food. And we get bonus food even, like we chopped off his hand as well, and you know, it's yummy. Trust me, it's yummy. Ah well. You easily hoist your attacker off their feet. You're no common bandit. Face to face with a dirty, sickly child. Please. I'll give you some food, sure. I already ate your hand, so I guess I'll give you back your hand to eat. Sure. But yeah, like, Armor of Gluttony is kind of silly sometimes. So, it was a food. This time he doesn't give us a blessing though. It's kind of rude. And you guys give me 5 food as well, and then the Gluttony gives us another one. And I guess we're gonna give most of our food back to these peasants now. Yeah, here's your food. Don't want to kill you. So, let's continue onward. Although you keep one hand on your weapon for the entire journey, so it's a threat. Sunken Catacomb. Let's try that again. According to local rumor, the necromancer has taken the whole town's dead deep into the haunted bogs. I don't know why I cannot say that quickly. Ah well, you must traverse the disorienting marshes, open the cursed door, and then nobody knows what awaits behind that door. You traverse the disorienting marshes. Now there is a success. Ogre, pain, skull, pain, skull. There. No! It only goes 3 further? Oh, I thought it was gonna go 5 further. No, that is 5 further. I guess I'm following the wrong way around the wheel, that's why. The quick ones just always just get me wrong. But that's a lot of skulls, but they're still skulls. The spear embeds itself in a nearby branch, narrowly missing your head. A group of undead charges from the reeds. We can take these. Later, Max Mini. So what's this game about? This is basically a Dungeons and Dragons simulator. Right now, it's a Dungeons and Undead simulator. A Dungeons and very, very squishy Undead simulator. They all just kind of fall over. Not all that spooky. Even though, like, they don't even have any trumpets to do it with. Very, very, very little need though. Yeah, they're like, I want to say that these guys are probably the easiest enemy. And that's why there's so many of them at the same time. And there's also that, which Emperor says. Now, warm rain soak your cloak and dampens your spirit. Continuing to search. We're continuing to search. You traverse the disorienting marches. So, what I need to do... 1, 2, 3... I need to try... There! No, that's... That can't be there. Okay, I'm just confusing myself. It only goes 3 further, not 5. Oh, please, Shepard. But at least we are using a sword and board now, so we can actually fight this ogre. Because I cannot do that with a two-handed weapon. But can we just go ahead and fight this ogre without getting damaged even once? That is the question. That's way better. Just because we're a little faster. This works. So much better. So, too bad our weapon does do very small amounts of damage, so. I think his pattern also kinda sucks for him, because whenever you hit an enemy very many times, they usually counter. Could you actually dodge him though? That'd be nice. You know, he's almost dead. You know what? How about we have our companion finish him? You know, why not? I'll just roll out of the way for a second. Like, he actually goes into a mode where we can counterattack him, and I failed to do so. So I just got myself murdered a little. We still have a decent amount of health, it's okay. We'll just continue with Surge and we'll be fine. I know where to stop it now. Would I? Do I? Yes, I do. Now, you squeeze past the fallen swamp cypress and come face to face with a small stone door blocking the way into a cave. The door has no handle. Carved into the surface is a pair of stone hands, cupped like a beggar. The palms are stained with dried blood. Use our own blood, or use Ariadne's blood. We don't have much blood to spare ourselves, so I'm gonna use Ariadne's blood. Sorry. Something clicks, and the stone door grinds open. Steps lead down into the flooded cave. Sorry about that. Now you descend the slick stone stairs until you are standing knee-deep in chilly water. The air is thick with the stench of death. Press on. You wade silently through the water. Severed limbs in various states of decay bob on the surface of the water. What a no, please, sea wagon. The corridor ahead of you is blocked by a dangling spike trap, cruel and jagged. It sways gently overhead, threatening to tumble down at the slightest provocation. Press on. Oh god. Oh god! It's gonna kill us. Well, did anybody spot where that huge success went? It was fast and it was only one of them. How dead are we? That was way too fast. Majority for 4? Somewhere on the right side of it. That is a vote for 4 then, technically. I'll believe in chat. So close! With a terrible snap, the jagged metal structure drops from the ceiling. 10 damage? 10 max life. I can handle max life. Because that doesn't deal direct damage to us right now. Okay, we're fine. Nothing to worry about. The cavern opens up. Yeah, beyond the spike trap. Abandoned corpse wagons are stored there, their contents spilling out into the tepid waters. Press on. Burial's drought floats by as you slosh through the water. You continue through the cavern, a sinister chanting resonates in the distance. In the gloom, you barely stop yourself from walking into the path of a pendulous stone scythe, swinging back and forth in the tunnel ahead. You spy a wooden lever on the other side. Old blood is caked on the blade with this heavy stone scythe. You think you can see a clump of hair. We're gonna jump through and we're gonna not die. Oh, I'm in control of this one, but the success is sitting still. Oh crap. That's a huge failure. You know what just as you think you are through, the blade smashes into you, knocking the wind out of your lungs. That's just max life, it's fine. Oh, now we're dead. Oh, we're already dead. Yeah.
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
We need to get there with a teeny tiny little bit of extra health. That's what we need to do. Do we go for Temperance again, or are we gonna go check out the next one? Beating Thomas the Ogre, though. We get Gladiator's Visage. Or Visage. Temperance or Devil? That's the question. Well, a lot of people agreed with you there, Anquin. But there's that. But we try again. Or are we gonna go for the devil? Go for devil? Sure. Like if I die super early, I kinda just wanna go back in, but then we were halfway. We should go ahead and mix it up a little. See what this devil is all about. But let's see. 4 lives hang in the balance as a mysterious stranger offers help for a price. Be prepared for chance card games. Prepare for combat against the Empire. So, we can't even attempt to bring a companion. So, encounters wise, just bring token. I can do it. We cannot bring any brimstone cards. It's too hard to actually bring, apparently. We can bring all the platinum cards we want. So you want to maiden note the shrine. The shrine might actually fail us. This always goes, that always goes. Don't know what this does yet. You know what? If they want us to only bring platinum, I'll only bring platinum. Go for Lady of the Lake to also have a guaranteed weapon that we want to bring. And since we can guarantee and get a weapon from that, this is anti-Empire and has a Empire quest as well. So that seems okay. We can bring unlimited platinum cards on items as well. Okay. We have a one-handed weapon, so we want a good shield. Anything that's particularly good versus... Maybe I want board of these. Sure. Or some mapping as well. I wanted these just charm. Not entirely sure. Lion's Heart sounds like a safe bet to bring, actually. What armor do we want to bring? I guess I just want armor gluttony, or do I want Suit of Ice? Anytime a blessing is gained or lost, you'd gain a draw card. Spell curse. Discard and ignore the first curse you draw, and that could also be useful. Bring all the plant weapons too. Now I kind of want to just equip this because we're fighting versus Imperials, and I have a like this needs a token to reflect 15 projectiles with shield. But yeah, this thing This thing can reflect. You'll reflect. See? But it works out. I'm just gonna go for the Spike Bone Guard. The Devil seems like a very curse-heavy thing. Don't know what this does yet. We need to be prepared for card things, though. So, Mask of Holy Fortunes already gives us a clue of 1 failure. But that could be interesting. Platinum stuff is just extra good. You can usually only have very few of them because they're so good. But now we can bring extra because apparently this is a special thing. This might actually be a good idea for the devil. Reduce pain. I'm gonna go for that. There, Meridian. And supplies, we can bring all the supplies we can want. Well, this is actually also a quest versus Imperials. So that's nice. Guess I'll bring some armor. Also, basic supplies, and what if we also bring a merchant's ring for some shops? Or healing spirits for heals? We're probably good on a merchant's ring for shops. Seems okay. See what's happening here. That's a lot of supplies we can bring.
Those who travel with you are more than mere pawns in this story. They have their own.
I'm actually not sure if there's
their own
a Steam Workshop for this already.
Yet their stories have ended, or they would be here by your side, would they not?
This does sound like a game that might be able to actually handle that. Especially with just all the text quests you can add in there. Ah well. You arrive at a tavern one evening, anxious to settle beside a roaring fire with your companions. As you enter, you are surprised to find no familiar faces. After a meal and several hours of waiting alone, the priest rushes in. Your friend Ariadne lies stricken at her temple. You arrive at the temple to find Ariadne lying on a simple bed, attended to by a church official. He explains that she has been stricken with dark magic that is slowly draining her life. That's why we can't actually have any companions. All the 4 companions that we're trying to save are our friend. Now, I've always also played other games. Just haven't really been doing that a whole lot. Especially not since the Skyrim expansion came out for Elder Scrolls Legends. But anyway, somehow, this malady resists our attempts at curing, an official says, sadly. It's as if her very soul were poisoned. I'm sorry, her time is limited. The official leaves, shaking his head. It is not my place to say, the young cleric whispers, but perhaps there are other places you may seek help. In my work helping Northerner refugees, I've heard tales of their high priestess, a mystic of sorts who moves freely between the realm of men and the world beyond. If anyone could help your friend, it would be her. I have Makani. The mana system in that game hates me. Hates me real bad. Ah well. You know that the Northerner priestess will not see you unless you possess enough blessings, but you have few options. With the young cleric's help, you ready Ariadne for transport and leave the temple. Well, I guess we're making our way up north, looking for some blessings. Merchant's Favor. You find the weapons merchant's carriage parked behind a seedy tavern. Sorry, I had to dash last time. Sorry, I had to dash last time. Esmeralda says she welcomes you, and sometimes I just cannot actually make these sentences sound normal, because I just read them along. Ah well. I've come by a surplus of wares from the Battle of Crimson Bay. You can take one for being so accommodating last time. It's on the house. Lionheart, Mask of Fortunes, or Tiger's Eye. So this can heal us for a shit ton. That might be useful. Though the Mask of Holy Fortunes, it can let us avoid failure. And we did only bring one platinum item, so if we get the platinum thing now, we won't be able to actually get the platinum item if we find the Elder, so I'd rather go with the Mask of Holy Fortune. I've done that a lot already, though. Like, I've played it for quite a bit, actually. But yeah, sure. I'll go for the Mask of Holy Fortunes. See if we can find some stuff. Armed with your new equipment, you bid Esmeralda a good evening and continue your journey. So she's like, just choose one of 3 equipment cards every time.
Given times are so dark,
or a surprise
you are lucky to
introduction.
have allies willing to assist.
You're walking past a black, plain-looking carriage when the door suddenly opens and a huge pair of hands lifts you inside. Carriage leaps forward as the door shuts, and you find yourself sprawled on a seat opposite of a huge, powerfully built but unusually ugly man. Lord Apollyon requests your presence, the half-ogre declares. The creature is silent the rest of their journey until you arrive at an impressive manor house. You exit the carriage, and you are brought up into a large hall for an audience with Lord Apollyon. Ah, the great adventurer himself, Apollyon begins. Smiling broadly and stepping forward to greet you, he bows slightly. Demand to know why you were summoned. I wanted, yes. Why did you just bring me here? We're helping our friend. I only want to offer you my help in the future, Apollyon declares, only slightly taken aback by your outburst, should you ever need it. If you say so. No, please, Meth. There, we can. Now, I've heard of your exploits. I too am but a servant of the Empire and its people. I'd like to offer my services if you ever have need of them. I don't presume to wield a sword or dodge a claw troll, as well as you, of course. But I do try to support good people with supplies and such, especially heroic figures such as yourself. Apollyon invites you to stay and entertain him with stories of your adventures so far. He seems captivated by every word, and several hours pass quickly. You lead an incredible life. I hope you return again soon with more enchanting tales. Apollyon takes an item from many adorning the walls, saying, "Please accept this paltry gift. Perhaps it will help you rescue your friend." He gives us Lionheart after all, so all the village elder is gonna give us is some fame. Well, we need the fame as well, so that's fine. Allow my coachman to take you back, and please, come visit again anytime. Lord Apollyon. Well, alright then. I guess we'll go check him out again. The Lady of the Lake calls you to her shores. Wait, what? No loot? But there's a sword. There's supposed to be a sword in there. Damn. Ah well.
You have to wonder why anyone would
I'm not
help
entirely
you.
sure why the Lady of the
At
Lake didn't
least
do anything.
my motives are clear.
Ah well. You return to the fine mansion of Lord Apollyon and are granted an immediate audience. How goes your quest to save Ariadne? Lord Apollyon asks. Ask if you lack the blessing required to visit the High Priestess. Say you have the blessings required. No, we need more blessings. Perhaps I could be of some assistance. I must confess that I have a weakness for games of chance. Apollyon leads you to a table in another room. A set of cards is already set out upon it. If you win, then I will provide the blessing you require. Apollyon nods as he adds, "Yes, I have the means. You'll be surprised what magical trinkets end up in my possession as part of my work." Lady of the Lake is the same as... Oh! So it just gives... No. I've gotten... The time I tested Lady of the Lakes to see what she did, she gave me an item that actually had a token on it. So maybe that is what. And she always gives you an item with a token. That might be it. Ah well, if I win, then you must pose with me for my next portrait. It will be titled Champions of the Empire. Perhaps I shall have a statue of us made as well. Just yours for you to sit. I'll even stack the deck in your favor after all. I enjoy the excitement of the game and care little for actually winning. Well, if you say so, sure. I'm sure you'll do well, Apillion smiled. So, we don't have enough. I won't let you guys vote on that one if the failure even goes to the top. That was too easy. Well done, Apillion claps in appreciation. I think you've played this game before. He gestures to a darkly robed man who you fail to notice standing in a shadowed corner. The man comes to stand before you. His deep voice slowly intoning words in his foreign language. My associate is a follower of an ancient religion that you may not be familiar with, but rest assured that his devotion is second to none. Ah, damn, that's definitely like a satanic tribe or something. As you sit through the lengthy ritual, you feel yourself drifting in out of consciousness. Oh no, just conscious. Whether from their droning voice or the potent incense being burned, you cannot say. Please, the vibe. The Guardian Angel. Option, you retry any chance cards gambit. Nice. And Steady Heart. Huge failure is considered failure in precision gambits. Why not? And reduce the speed of a wheel gambit. Sure. And add +1 to each of your dice during the dice gambit. Sure. You suddenly awake. Belliano watches you with mild amusement from across the table. I expect you'll want to begin your journey to the High Priestess immediately. I sincerely hope your friend makes a full recovery.
Devils wait.
Kinda let us win, though.
But which devil will you
We
focus
instantly
on?
gave us 4. As you pass near a darkened alleyway one evening, a blackened and misshapen hand grabs you, pulling you close to the darkness. You stand at a precipice of ruin. The Dark Lord has taken an interest in your destiny, and even now is engineering your downfall. The hunched creature pulls you with surprising strength further into the shadows. But I can help. There is magic that can help you beat him at his own game. We can craft it, you and I. Doing so may test your spirit. But that's better than eternal darkness, eh? This does seem too good to be true. Looks at you. His yellow eyes glowing faintly. Do not fall to despair. We will meet again soon. If you say so. And 20 gold from chat as well. Are you guys a devil too?
You must
actually,
ponder
if it
the
wasn't-
ties that begin
there-
to bind.
Okay, I just don't know
The
what
trap
to do.
is slowly
Last time she
laid
gave
before
me
you.
a mace that was not platinum, but it had a token. And I actually do have a token sword in my equipment that I forgot about. That the game didn't give to us just now. I don't know. You cross the northern border and prepare yourself for the long journey up Mount Freitas. You are surprised, however, to find a band of northern warriors waiting for you. The High Priestess is expecting you. The leader of the band declares. Forfeit? Sure. With their guidance and protection, you quickly find yourself once more in the ritual house of Esmeranthia. I know why you have come, Giantess begins, moving to inspect Ariadne. He quickly sneers, saying, It is no wonder your holy people cannot heal her. This is no minor curse or spell from a magician. A beast of the underworld has tainted your friend's spirit, and without my help, she will die. Esmeranthia pauses to consider you, her gaze boring into your soul. I think your fate will be to one day destroy the one who brings ruin to my people. Until then, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, yes? The Queen of Frost sends you to another room as she prepares a ritual. Many hours later, you are summoned again. You find the Queen standing over Ariadne, who, apart from being famished, appears fully recovered. Leave when you are ready, Esmeranthia declares, turning to leave. But heed my warning, hero. A shadow hangs over your soul. Raise but a little, and you will fail to the ruin of it all. So, There's Ariadne, ready to join us again. Man Eclipse told me he was going to the village of Rumstock to investigate a rumor of a magical artifact. Ariadne explains as you leave the ritual house. You know Man Eclipse as well? Ah well. I was to meet him there some days ago. Well, I guess we'll go find Maleklips then.
I cannot understand how you
Rumstock.
come to be here now, given the challenges that have stood before you.
As you journey towards Rumstock, you are disquieted by an increasing number of rumors concerning the village. It seems that every traveler coming from that direction has heard of terrible, ritualistic murders being performed in the woods nearby. Rumors also suggest the mage responsible has been captured. He disguised himself as a bard. It's not Maleklips, at least. Ah well, one fellow declares. I saw with my own eyes he has the look of a killer. He's not a killer, he's just kinda dumb. Ah well, don't worry, Caneas, man. There will be justice served for those poor souls when the necromancer burns at the stake. He's gonna be fine though. We'll save him. There's the yellow store over there as well. Let's find some more. Saint Talos. Well, alright then. On this day of penance and charity, you hear that the priestess will be blessing one and all for no cost at the Church of Fires. You find the flustered priestess at the church, dealing with a huge crowd of peasants and nobles alike. You join the line, elbows are thrown and harsh words are exchanged, but you finally make it to the front. So, we can get two things. Two blessings. Which blessings do we want? I'll let you guys go for that one. Because I'm not entirely sure. Blessing for glory? Gain fame, I want to assume. 4 and 6. Quest any blessing. But we're definitely not gonna go to 7. No matter what you say, Karam. Oh, so rude. I don't want to leave. I want myself some free blessings. But the majority of chances for you, just some blessing though. Good luck in this world, probably. Well, we can get 2. And chat just wants anything. I can get behind that. I'm just gonna see what it is. It gives us Divine Intervention. After all your rerolls in a dice gambit, reroll your lowest dice. We really need to find ourselves some gambits because we have all sorts of stuff. But sure, I'll go for the glory one. I actually wonder what kind of blessings there are to increase your fame. The priestess prays silently for a long moment before shaking her head. The gods are fickle today. Figure behind you makes an impatient noise. There's no fame blessing cards in the deck. Well, in that case, let's go for some more random stuff. That sounds fine. Maybe actually we should go for food. We're actually kind of low. I'll go for a good harvest. There's no food blessing cards in the deck. Well, do you have anything at all left? Allies return. Revive your companion at the beginning of each new map. Okay. Well, that's what we get apparently. Next! Okay, fine. We'll be on our way. But yeah. The Grey Traveler. You're camped on the side of the road one moonless night when a familiar pair of yellow eyes suddenly appears beyond the light of the campfire. You've glimpsed your doom, I take it. The curse is in the cards, you know. He limps from the shadows to sit next to you, although somehow the fire fails to illuminate his form at all. The spell that will be your salvation requires several unique ingredients, the cloak figure explained. The first task will be to harvest the horn of a diabolic creature. I know of one that will be easy to overcome, he says, producing a silver whistle from his cloak. Strike quickly, though, he pauses to add, or it may escape. You will spend countless lifetimes regretting it. We have basic weapons, right? No, we have a focus hammer. Fine. The whistle releases a sharp note, and a fiery portal appears between the two of you. Short, horrid creature steps out of the portal, steps as the portal closes again. Hey, Theophilus, you called? The devil asks. Looking up at him. The child-sized creature seems oblivious to your presence for a moment. Ask the creature its horn or strike him from behind. They told us to be quick. Well, he told us. So we're just gonna go ahead and strike him real quick, so bam! With a mighty blow to the head, you knock the devil unconscious. Soon you have removed one of the beast's horns and handed it to Theophilus, who takes it in a sack made from the same dark material as his cloak. Oh, please. Now, that will do for the first element. I must immediately prepare it, Theophilus says, turning to leave. He regards the limp form of the hellspawn. Do not be here when it wakes up, mortal. It will be angry, and you will not have the means to kill it. Now then, let's get away. Let's see, can we buy some equipment? I do kind of want Art's Bane, but I haven't landed at another weapon that is good for his empire as well. And we don't have a proper shield for it yet. This is go for the Tiger's Eye in case I get myself a whole bunch of pain cards. Sure. Oh, poor Langley. That's alright though. Being on time is usually pretty good. Make sure you keep having fun. Archer's Bane is nice though, but I should just get that right. Nah, we'll get ourselves 12 fame, and we'll be able to actually just make sure.
With an eye towards the predators, you make yourself like them.
But Lord Apellion again.
Or simply making yourself in its image.
You return to the fine mansion of Lord Apellion. Are granted an immediate audience. You say that another one of your friends is in peril? Lord Apellion remarks. How fascinating. Relate some detail as to Malix's situation. We live in dangerous times indeed, Apellion says, shaking his head. Do you have a plan to save Malix? Lord Apellion asks. You claim that you have not yet visited the village of Rumstock to assess the situation. I expect you'll want to travel there immediately in order to save your friend. Would you like to transport there? I'll accept everything you got for me there, buddy. My butler will show you to the stables, Apellion says, hitting him with a small bell. Take Bluetail, she is the fastest. Lord Apellion's stables turn out to house an extensive array of animals. You are helped onto Bluetail's back, and the griffin races into the air. Neat.
So the noose begins to tighten, and we question the very
You arrive at the
stakes.
outskirts of the village of Rumstock. Malix is being held captive. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take a look inside. Also, I should have bought some food. We only have one. Oops. Really, the vibe. A wooden stake with brushwood piled around it stands in the village center. A few peasants stand around talking eagerly about the impending doom of the so-called necromancer. You're tracking down the town mayor who, despite your pleas, refuses to consider sparing the mage's life. The creature is bound head to toe in blessed iron, and he'll stay that way until burned under a full moon. Good, decent folk from this town have been murdered, and I will see to it that they receive justice. You played Malix's innocence. And who are you that we should listen? The mayor exclaims. It will take more than the word of a nameless mercenary to free this creature of darkness. Well, I guess now we're gonna have to go to the thing. Thanks for the 10 health though, guys. Gonna probably need it. So, we're back at Apellion's thing, and confess you cannot convince the village of Rumstock to free him. We need your help, buddy. Those dreadful peasants in the provinces can be savage folk, Apellion declares. But I have a solution. If you will help but play the cards once more. If you win, then I will use my considerable influence to spread word of your great deeds in service of the people. Bards will sing your praise across the empire. The rabble love nothing more than a hero, a real defender of the people, Apellion exclaims dryly. If it helps, I'll even have my personal herald accompany you. Your needs are more particular in this case, so I must insist that you up your ante. If I win, you must stay and entertain my guests with tales of your adventures. What do you say? Does the prospect of another winning hand entice you? Sure. That's a spirit, Apellion claims. Exclaims with a laugh. We don't really need you to buff stuff, but we should because you're gonna get yourself fixed right away anyway at the start of the next map. I actually didn't. Okay, crap. It was one and it was slow, and I didn't follow a single thing. I'm actually gonna need some help. Everybody's gone to sleep. It's not good. It's not good. Oh. Well, in that case, it's probably not the ones that have 0 votes. Yeah, let's redraw that. Thank God, Guardian Angel. 1 and 4. I think 1 is safe this time around, though. That one I actually followed, so it's okay. Need 4 of 40 fame. Really? We need that much fame? Another win, Nick Pillion claims. You are adept in both combat and define your arts. I shall make plans with my Shosha tonight to support your cause, Pillion declares. By the time you reach Rumstock, your name will be legend. So we got 40 fame. Okay. Well, I guess I'll always see 1 failure card. And whenever we draw a pain, we'll take 5 less damage. 36 fame he gave us right away, though. It's kind of silly. I'm sorry, botany. It is late, that's true. So, at your approach, a woman tending her garden spots you. She sends her child to fetch the mayor, and minutes later, a throng of other villagers approach, led by a balding man. Look, someone calls out, the hero of the empire is in our village. You're here for the demon, of course, the mayor says as he approaches. You must have heard that we captured it ourselves. The peasants all cheer. Don't worry. The mayor continues. We intend to burn it during the full moon. You ask the mayor to take you to Malclips, where you find sitting in a small cell bound in silver chains set with glowing runes. With some effort, you manage to convince the mayor to release him into your custody for proper disposal. I'm sure you know best when it comes to the creatures of the underworld, the mayor says. But we have the fire planned, and everybody is coming. Perhaps you should stay. Just until the full moon, he asks. Hopefully, as you lead Malakup's away. Gain 8 fame as well, so we have all the fame we could ever want. Now, at the end of the village, the mayor reluctantly removes Malakup's chains and stands well back as you leave. Thanks, Malakup says. Those country folk weren't kidding around. He goes on to relate how he set upon as he entered the village, being accused for some local murders involving magic. It sure seemed that they knew I was coming. But where did they get those anti-magic chains from? That is not common stuff. You fill Malakup's in what happened to Ariadne. What about Estrella and Golbjorn? He asks. You should begin your journey back towards capital.
So many enemies away.
But where's Malaklips, though? Don't we just have 2 companions now?
Moving forward.
Maybe not. Next day, you stop the rest of the small inn. There are a few other patrons. As you consume a sparse meal before retiring to your room. Moments later, you hear a noise at the window. It suddenly opens, allowing a hooded stranger to slip inside. Relax your sword arm, mercenaries, the woman exclaims, warning you away with an open hand. I seek only to deliver a message that your colleague, Kolbjorn, has been acquired by the guild. You see, she continues, leaning against the windowsill. With recent setbacks to our income, Angel, we've had to expand our enterprise with kidnapping and so on. And our rival tribe has an impressive bounty on your friend's head. It's all just business. For only 150 gold, you can buy your friend's life back. Bring the gold to the East Market Square, and someone will contact you. Otherwise, well, I can't say how he'll be treated by those barbarians, the cloaked woman says as she ducks back out of the window, vanishing into the darkness once more. Or General Soros, sure. You guys gave me 5 food, so no starving for us after all. But hey, alas, the raiders that destroyed our village and taken the last of our relics, the other exclaims. I see you're already bear a great and rare item, though, he continues. You are truly a worthy hero. He looks at you through pale eyes. May your deeds of greatness ever regaled in song and told in tale. May you ever be remembered. Another 8 fame. Sure. Let's see. The Great Traveler. He stood resting next to a river one afternoon when Theophilus, a dark form, rises slowly from the water and limps towards you. He appears to be completely dry when he stops before you. Mortals often contemplate their own doomed existence in the light of the setting sun, but yours is more doomed than most. We should make some progress on the spell. Why is he helping us? Ha! The stranger speaks. I have offered to help you with no mention of reward for myself. Of course you are suspicious of my intent. He stares into the distance for a moment before saying, I have my own reasons for seeing a poor, helpless soul escape the clutches of the Lord of Evil. Next step is normally as difficult to achieve as obtaining a devil's horn. But luck is with us again. The agent of your downfall has provided us with exactly what we need. He gestures and your skin begins to glow. To possess so many blessings is rare for a mortal. I shall add their power to the mix. Theophilus opens a small vial toward you, and with a sickening tug, you feel some part of you torn away. So, I can give you allies return, that kinda sucks. And divine intervention is nice. What about, yeah, +1 on dice things is fine. Deft Eye kinda sucks, that's just real gambit, I don't care about that. So, this will do nicely, Theophilus says with satisfaction as he steals the urn. Never lose hope, mortal, he calls as he returns to the river. The Dark One may still lose his prize yet. Right. Okay then. Got anything cool? Archer's Bane and Spike Bone Guard? No. I'll get some extra food from you. Don't have... what's its face, so we should just buy as many things as we can. And since we're gonna get 150 gold from what's his face, I might as well just go ahead and spend all my gold right now and get as much as we can. Oh, let's just leave. But we should probably just say hi to this first and then go to what's its face.
Your allies, of course, help in times of trouble, but when
we can't even try to go there without 150. So you approach yourself you find yourself in the eastern district of the capital, approaching the markets. The Thieves Guild would undoubtedly find you there. Demand to ransom gold. You turn down a different alley, unwilling to deal with the Thieves Guild and their ransom demand. You found to find a way to save your friend. There that way is. Well, sure then. So, you return to the fine mansion of Lord Apellion and are granted an immediate audience. You say that none one of your friends is in peril, Lord Apellion remarks. How fascinating. You relate some detail as to Corbjorn's situation. We live in dangerous times indeed, Apellion says, shaking his head. How goes your quest to save Corbjorn? We need some gold. Go ahead and give it to me. I'd like to help if I may, Apellion says earnestly. Would you mind terribly indulging me in another little game? If you win, then I will give you the required gold to pay the ransom for your friend. No need to repay it, no strings attached. If I win, then you owe me a day's service, Apellion suggests. I have business interests in the Northern Hills and require some important deliveries. As you know, the land is still rife with Northern warriors, despite the Emperor's claim. So, how about it, adventurer? Colier's life could be safe with a turn of a card. I suppose so. Excellent, Apellion exclaims. Let's begin. So the mask shows us one failure. We're just gonna go ahead and double the success. I'm gonna need chat on this one. Good thing we still have Guardian Angel. And sometimes these are actually pretty tough, but we know one failure. Oh please, Ormond. That's a failure. Thank God I'm not locked into that. You say 5 is actually fine. I believe in 5. No, I shouldn't. Let's redraw that. So. Damn. Guys. I don't want to do the devil's bidding. But what if he's actually not the devil though? What if the other guy is actually the devil? What if it's actually just all a ruse and this guy is just really the nicest guy ever known in gaming history? Oh god. Thank God we got a success though. Ha! You win again. I think perhaps you are working your con on me, Apillion laughs. With a gesture from Apillion, a small humanoid creature brings over a chest of gold. He has like non-humans working for him as well, so you know. I hope with that gold you get your friend back in one piece. You'll visit again sometime. Let me know how it went. Oh. Find yourself in the same district in the capital, approaching the market. That's a potion market. You enter into a wide courtyard filled with stalls and milling citizens. Within moments, you are roughly drawn into a shady corner, protected from prying eyes by a variety of hanging carpets. Hello again, the old woman begins brightly. Her 2 beefy companions silently taking position on either side of you. How did we go? Are we saving any lives today? You hand over the sack of coins, which is promptly seized by one of the large men. Hope that wasn't too much trouble to get your hands on. No one comments as the coins are counted. Well, Fox, I can't just let Corbjorn die. He's my bro. He knows how to roll those dice. Now, eventually, the man nods to the woman, and the 2 men leave, taking the gold. No hard feelings, eh? It's just business. The woman smiles, drawing up her cloak. Suddenly, she dashes away, vanishing behind a pile of rolled-up carpets. Now, afraid that you might just have been hoodwinked, you wander back through the crowds in time to see Kolbjorn being thrown from a moving wagon. You paid them, he says, standing and brushing himself off. I owe you my life. 2 more vain. Warrior relates his tale of capture and confinement by the guild. Estrella wasn't with me when I was taken. I don't know what fate has befallen her. So, we'll probably find out next time.
One has to
devil?
wonder why a sudden wave
So
of carelessness has overtaken your allies.
A herald enters the marketplace and announces that Captain Estrella Fiore, traitor to the Empire, has been captured. She has been sentenced to death by the Emperor himself, the herald continued. Let her fate be an example to all who would consider defying his will. It won't work, interrupts the governor. The more executions he hands out, the more the free people will rebel. The Emperor is cracking down on the lawlessness running rampant in the city, Harold responds, and you sound like a rebel yourself. Discreet inquiries leads you to learn that Estrella is being held in a remote Empire stronghold, but nobody claims knowledge of where it is. Zordia, how do we get there? Will we ever rescue Estrella? We cannot even find her. Are we out in the asking language? Well, he knows where it is. Well, let's see what else we can find. And another 10 nights out.
Everything
That might
is
just
a
need it,
wager,
who knows?
but our difference
The
is that
gambling
we
Hansel.
understand the game must have rules and definitions if it is to bind.
But the banner at the top means that it's specific to this mission. But there's a token attached. You enter a tavern one evening just as a gang of soldiers rise angrily from a table, leaving just a well-dressed civilian seated. You cheating son of a harpy, one of them yells. Gentlemen, please. I cannot help it if Lady Luck has taken to me this fine evening. Nobody's that lucky. A soldier claims, drawing his sword. The other soldiers advance around the table. The unarmed man suddenly leaps from his chair and ducks behind you, saying, "Mercenary, I implore you. I am a humble and honest merchant in need of aid. Save me from this band of treacherous fiends, whom I have offended merely by playing fairly a number of games of chance, and I'll pay you with gold." "Hey, that's our gold, Hansel," the soldier cries. So, do we beat up some Empire dudes, or do we help out this cheater? Well, I cheat with dice as well today. Basically. Murder the Empire, or let them have their way with that cheater of theirs. Not entirely clear. Gonna need one more vote. We actually have a majority for just murdering some innocent Empire dudes. Sure, fine. We warned you, stranger. Hansel runs and hides behind the bench, his money bags clinking loudly as the battle begins. I do have my current weapon once do damage to Empire dudes, especially phalanxes are good for this, because I need to break through their blocks. That's not good. I need you to block me, then I break the block. And you know what? Instead of just focusing on doing the thing, I should counterattack first and then do it. There you go. That is not what we need. Just trying to farm through this token. It's not too much to ask for, but while blocking, we need to bash them, and that is what this thing is all about. We need to make sure they are blocking by doing normal attack first, I think. Then we can unlock more new stuff. I do like more new stuff. They're still dying though. So, one more to go. Maximum farms. That's the way it is. So let's see how far along we're with this token now because of that. But first, let's see what Hansel is all about. Workers, we actually finished the token because of that farming. I'll take it. So, having dealt with the threat of the vengeful soldiers, return to find lucky Hansel lying still behind the bench. A Northerner warrior crouched over him. "A man who cheats has no honor," Northerner says, matter-of-factly, sheathing his knife and hefting the merchant's money bags. "He will not cheat me again." The Northerner moves to exit the tavern, gold in hand. Are we gonna grab our gold, or are we gonna try to help Hansel? That is the question. Our gold, Hansel. Gold or Hansel? You wanna grab some gold? I'm down for some gold. Sure. So, holy shit. That's actually not all that hard because the success
That
was
will
actually
set
the
you in
standing
good
still
stead
there.
from here.
The Northerner weighed down with gold. You managed to drag him to the ground. Empire captain arrives with a dozen men and separates you both, as well as taking a bag of money. No, gold. Looks like Hansel's swindling days are over, but at least we caught his two accomplices fighting over the spoils. That's not true. One of the soldiers interrupts the captain, saying, "Wait, you know who this is? He tells us some of your adventures." "My apologies," Captain smiles. "I didn't realize you were traveling in these parts." "Good work on delivering the Northerner. Too bad we didn't get Hansel alive." Okay, so we had to go for Hansel because token. We know that for next time. Next time, let's vote the maiden dough. We might actually run out of food. We're gonna ask for supplies. So, 10 food. Oh, that's some good stuff. Another 3. Sure, okay. We're not gonna have to worry about food again. Goblin Town, though. So, let's go get ourselves some gold as well. They give you infinite amount of gold as long as you give them their name. That's all they do. Encountered this very many times because who doesn't want to get all this stuff? That's amazing. So, we got everything we could ever want. But what if we explore Goblin Town itself? Can we find our way through this place? We have always failed to do so. Until now, I hope. Because they're nice people, Bonnie. So, where is that success? 1 is guaranteed failure. You guys think 3 is success? There's 2 successes, so it could be both of these. I think it's both of these. If Guardian Angel it fails the first time, so let's just believe in the 3. No, let's go. We finally see what we can find. Oh, it was very much not 4 though. Damn. An ancient goblin, wrinkled as a prune, is selling an array of teas down by the bank of the pungent river that runs through the town. He places a bag in your hand and shakes his little head when you offer payment. I'm happy knowing that the tea will either strengthen you greatly or kill you. 7 food. That's it, okay. Emergency horns blare an alarm and we're forced out. Ooh, the panicked rat beast barrels down the street, knocking you into a goblin portal, and we're teleported away. What a great travel. So, one day you come across a man wrapped in a torn gray cloak, sitting on a rock by a path through a sparse wood. Greetings, mortal, Theophilus utters as you stop. The next element of your magical salvation is approaching. It begins without bothering to stand. You'll meet a traveler on the outskirts of the forest. Trade with him to obtain the feather of an angel. Do not reveal what use you would have for it. I wish you luck. Theophilus sits quietly as you continue on. Not long later, you meet a dwarf bristling with bags, sacks, and other knickknacks. Let's trade, he suggests. I'm sure we can come to a mutually beneficial transaction. Well, how about an angel feather? As it happens, I do have an angel feather that I traded from a kobold mystic in the western provinces. Do you need it for anything in particular? The dwarf asks rudely. You begin the negotiation. So we know where one failure is. We just need to keep our eye on the other failure, and I don't know. I don't think the failure went to the... But I'm sure Chad knows where it went. Well, where the successes are. 4 is where the failure was. I need some confirmation on you guys voting for whether or not this is safe or the failure. Because... You know what? I can always double check myself by going for the Guardian Angel. It wasn't me doomed. I was just following the first vote. Of course you. I can't trust this. I'm going for 1. I suck at this. I thought one was safe. Guaranteed as well. Okay, but I didn't know whether or not you guys were voting for failure, but no, it was actually a success. Okay, fine, we'll redraw. Because Guardian Angel is OP. I'm so bad at following this failure, now I don't know what you guys are gonna vote for again. I know, Bodnik, but I was following the wrong thing instead of the correct thing. I should have just followed the first thing that actually moved to the top and then know what that was. That would have made things way easier. It's an easy 3. Oh, it's so gonna be a failure because I didn't. You guys, be safe. Oh God. Oh, thank God. Okay, I did not actually betray chat enough for you guys to hate me. I apologize again, though. Well, let's see. You managed to convince the dwarf that the feather is probably a fake, with little more than a few beads and a torn half of a map you find in your pack. The dwarf is barely out of sight when Theophilus is suddenly beside you, saying, "That dwarf has never had such a valuable prize in his possession, and perhaps never will again." But now it is time for the spell to be completed. Theophilus takes the feather and adds it to the spell concoction. The vial gives a silent bright flash, then returns to normal. At last, Theophilus cries in excitement. After all these years, I will be free! You lunge forward, reaching for the vial, but Theophilus is already opening it. I knew he was actually the devil and the other guy is just strangely nice.
The pendulum swings
very
like
hard.
a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
So, no! Theophilus cries, as you wrestle the vial from his grasp. Please, mortal, you don't understand. This is my only chance for freedom. Explain yourself. I was like you once, full of purpose and an inflated sense of destiny, Theophilus says bitterly. I dared to stake my soul on a card game. I've been enslaved since before the Empire formed, before even the Dragon Slayers waged their war. I have seen and done things that would drive you to madness. Without that vial, I shall suffer countless lifetimes more. Are we nice? That does, like, he's just a bit desperate to actually get himself free. But what if we die if we don't drink it ourselves because the devil is coming for our soul? That's the trouble there. But it will be nice. You deserve your... Sure. There you go. You give it to me willingly? I do not know your every deed and exploit, hero. But I do know that this is greatest mercy you will ever perform. Theophilus drinks the contents of the vial. And now I have one last game to play and I may win my freedom, he says as he fades away. So now he's gonna go ahead and go versus the devil, huh? And I died? Good job, chat. Oh, damn it. Well, kinda makes sense. You return to the fine mansion of Lord Apillion and are granted an immediate audience. You say that another one of your friends is in peril, Lord Apillion remarks. How fascinating. You relate some details to Estrella's situation. We live in dangerous times indeed, Apillion says, shaking his head. I see. You still bear the marks of battle yourself, Apillion remarks, sending his butler for a healing potion. Really? Okay. How goes your quest to save Estrella, Lord Apillion asks. No, I can't find her. We need some help for that. It is no trivial thing you wish to gamble for this day, says, looking concerned. Even I cannot sway the Empire's decision on your friend, and helping you intervene will be a tantamount to treason. Perhaps you win, and I could give you the means to rescue your friend, Apillion concedes. But if I were to make such a gamble, then you must risk something equally significant. Apillion leans forward, fixing you with his gaze. If I win, you must serve me until I release you. Or until I die, of course. Napoleon smiles softly at the suggestion. Well, champion, Napoleon asks, clearly eager to begin the game. Are you willing to gamble one life for another? Can I just decline? I'm just gonna decline. Ah, I've been inside. It would have been a fine game. Perhaps you will reconsider when you realize the futility of your quest without my help. Can we just not, like, go through the table? Like, I'm pretty sure, like... Oh, no. Well, I guess we'll have to use chats that's 10 gold. Ah, well. Return there. We're gonna need your help. Fine. Oh. It's the same story. Let's gamble one life or another. Napoleon smiles wickedly and deals the cards. It's all failure. We'll double up on the failures. Yeah, I could feel that one coming. Oh, you don't have to actually move that quickly in order to actually. I think this one might be safe. Yeah, I want to go for this. And now you are mine, Napoleon says, standing. He gestures for you to rise, and you feel unnaturally compelled to do so. Follow me, hero, and we shall see what mischief we can put your talents to now. Napoleon leads you through a door etched in strange symbols, and down a long, long set of stairs into darkness. Your old life and the fate of the empire is left behind. Forever. Challenge Bill. We need to drink that potion ourselves. Ah well. We had to retry for that other token anyway. Proving no shield is an obstacle against a hammer. We gain a spiked mace. So that's a better
The impossible seems out of your grasp.
I'll take it.
At least for
Oh,
now.
please, goodbye. But yeah. That's a pretty rude devil, though. But you could smell that from happening. But maybe we could have gotten something by actually giving him the potion himself, but no. We just need to betray him and drink the potion ourselves. No gold token if you drink the potion? Oh! Okay, that makes sense. So you need to do one of the different challenges without the help of the devil. That's gonna be a tough one. So the first one, we need blessings. The second one, we need fame. The third one, we need gold. 150 gold is really tough. 40 fame by the second one, though. I'm definitely not gonna be able to get 4 blessings before the first one.
I appreciate the time you're putting into your decision, but the time for action is now.
Ah well, more importantly though, it's kinda like 10 past 1. I kinda promised that I wouldn't really start new missions after this. So, well, like, this late, I mean. So we'll have to try again next week, but I think we just have to do, like, at least one of the things without asking for his help. And we could go for 40 fame. 40 fame isn't super easy, but we might be able to just get, like, all the fame quests we can find and actually try to do it then. Was that a death messing with the... Wait, was there a death with the healer? Can I just tell you how? Nah. That won't work. Sneakier than that? What kind of messing was there? Any messing? Next stream. Next stream will be next week. Sneakier than that. Could it possibly be though? Okay. Is there like a tip? Like, I wouldn't mind. 4 lives hanging to balance the mysterious stranger arm help. It was sneaky, not likely. It could possibly be the thing we need to do. Do we need to drink? Do we need to like make 2 potions somehow? How would that work? Is there an item that forces us to success? No. There's no way you can actually always have a success. I don't know. Maybe I do need to have that spoiled if it's like super hidden. There's no hints actually. If it's not what I just like would assume, that you need to do one of the wagers without his help, and that you still have 1 chance at the very end to get the success in. I will. But more importantly, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Like, yeah, we had the rejoy choice even, but there's never like always have a success thing. That'd be way too OP. But no, I'm just gonna thank you all for watching and hanging out with me. These late streams, well, for me they're late streams. I think I might actually get used to actually doing them like every weekend. We'll be back next weekend again on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays to play some more Hand of Fate. But on our regular hours, in the middle of the day, we'll play our good old-fashioned Elder Scrolls Legend. But we'll be back next week. Ah well. But more importantly, hope you all have fun out there. We'll see you all around. And alright, so wait. A late stream is in your daytime? 7, 8. Ah well. See you all around, guys. Have fun out there.